Okay, so I need like verbal confirmation from all of you. How far have you gotten? Have you all done up to here? Like the stuff? No, okay. Have you just done the movements?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go through. Noah, what have you done? We haven't really worked on the shark.
I have done movements. And I'm trying to work on doing when you touch it to the finish line, going to the next backdrop.
Okay. Got it. I can help you with that. Krisha, what have you done?
Done in laundry.
Yeah.
I've got it to like move and to make the steps change, like the speed
Okay.
and score and stuff.
You're pretty much done. Richa, what have you done?
I have done the controls to move it, and the direction and like the when you click the flag thing.
Okay, got it. Amog?
I've done everything on the screen.
You've done everything on the screen? Okay. They pretty much caught up. Netra?
I couldn't do anything.
Okay, so I'll catch you up with that as well. Anvi?
I just came. Wait, what?
Oh yeah. So hello Anvi. What of our launcher game, what have you done? Like that's on the screen. The movement, the space.
I think I did everything.
Okay. So right now I'm just going to post in the chat for everyone who's done everything. Amog and Anvi. I'm going to post some add-ons you can do. Just things you can try yourself to make the game like more fun and engaging while we wait for the other people. Yeah, and if you guys need any help with these, just tell me. Let me put them into the chat. Okay, just take this as kind of like a challenge for you guys to do. You can choose which ones you actually want to do. Great. Okay, I sent those to everyone. You can check those out and customize your game. Like one example is just, you can make your finish line shrink every so often. Like, you know, every time you touch the finish line, it goes down by like 1% or something. So it becomes harder to beat the game, something like that. Yeah, okay, so for everyone else who hasn't done anything or is still stressing, I'm going to catch you up. So I think most of us have done movement. If you haven't done movement, it's what we did for our racing game. So right arrow, not key, right arrow, press, turn. We don't need these two. So what we've done for our racing game. And our next step, I suppose, would be, I'm just going to go over this. Because the right arrow and left arrow are, I explained this previously. Basically what this does, let me actually open the starter project that way. You guys can be on the same page as me. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to begin with our when space key press trigger. Okay, so I already have this in here, so I'm going to delete this. And I'm also going to show you guys all how to do the variable steps. Like I'm going to explain it again since a lot of you didn't really get that yesterday. Okay, so basically what we do is we drag in a block that says when space key pressed. And for everyone who's done, just feel free to customize your games, make the add-ons. If you need any help with any of those, tell me. When space key pressed, we're going to take a repeat until. We're going to go down to OR and drag out two of these touching mouse pointer blocks. And we're going to say move 10 steps and if on edge bounce. You can just look at the colors for these blocks too, check them out. So 10 steps is actually quite fast, so I'm going to actually bring it down to like 7. And What this basically does is it says, in this game, when you press, it's like, let's say Subway Surfers, for example. When you start the game, you don't have an option to like change your speed. You continuously keep running. You can't like stop running. You just move yourself around the area. It's kind of the same idea here. When you press the space key, you continuously will move throughout the game, and you just have to use the arrow keys to keep like turning. You can't really have an option to like stop, you know? That's why we have repeat until touching shark, enemy really, or touching the finish line. Because if you touch the finish line, that means that you finished the round and you should stop moving, right? So you can return to your original position. If you touch the enemy, that means that you failed the round and you should also stop moving so you can retry. So we're going to say repeat until touching enemy or touching finish line, move 7 steps if on edge bounce. So basically the way the computer runs through things is it just follows along. If it gets stuck up on one thing, so it keeps on happening over and over, it will get stuck up on that. So I'll give you the example of this. So when you press the space key, the computer is going to be like repeat until touching enemy or touching finish line. So it's going to continuously repeat this until these commands happen. So it's never going to move on to any code after that, like any code that would be below here, such as return to a position, until one of these conditions is true, because then it's going to move past these two. So at this point, we're going to say, once the computer has finished repeating, which obviously means that it's touched enemy or touched the finish line, we are going to turn our player back to its original position so it can restart and set its direction to 90 again. If you look at that, all it does is it just allows this to happen. When you press the space, the game will begin, and don't hit the enemy. And if you hit the enemy, this guy, you see, the enemy isn't moving yet, but if you hit the enemy, or you hit the finish line, you just have to restart. That's really all it is. Anybody have any questions about that? I'll keep it up for a little while. Okay. Any questions? Oh, and by the way, if you're doing add-ons or doing like something fun or adding the storyline to your game, and do you have any questions, like without needing any help, just tell me because I can help you guys get creative with the game as well.
I have a question.
Yes? Yes, Richard?
When I just ran through it again to make sure that everything was like fine, and you know, like how we put like create a clone of myself and
Yeah.
made when we are we supposed to do 1 through 360? Because when I did it, it went like there was like 100.
100 clones?
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the thing. This happens so much when like, this is like one of the big things of this game. If you don't do, if you don't say return to X, Y, after one space key press. Did you put that block, return to X, Y? Like go to X, Y after this?
I think I don't wait.
Yeah, make sure you put that there because what happens otherwise is that basically this entire repeat until is just creating movement for your fish or your player. So when you touch the finish line, it's going to stop moving because when this happens, it's not going to move anymore. And it's basically just going to be stuck at the finish line. And we already have the condition, if you touch the finish line, create a clone of the enemy. So basically you'll be touching the finish line infinitely because you'll never be moving away from it and creating like infinite clones. So basically the idea is that you have to return as soon as you touch the finish line to return to your original position where you're not touching the finish line. So you don't create like 100,000 clones. Get the idea? That happened like the first time I made this game, I made the exact same mistake. It's kind of fun at the first time just to see like 1,000 different clones just spawning, which is just like, oops, you know? And then
Yeah. That was funny.
yeah. Okay, so that's this, and I'm also going to go through. If you have any confusions with this one space key press thing, because by the way, try to turn on your camera, because you know right now I just have a whole bunch of like black faces. Yeah, cameras, people, cameras. Okay. Yes. Hello to people's faces. Awesome. Okay. So as you can see, we have our space, we have our right, we have our left. If there's any confusion on this, tell me now, or we're going to move on. Yes, Nitra?
I haven't finished like this whole entire part.
Okay. So I'll hold up on this for a little while. Oh, by the way, for all those people doing add-ons, you can also add power-ups. Those are very fun.
Also, can I lower, like, instead of 1 to 360, can I do like a lower number?
Oh yeah, sure. So basically that'll just mean they'll go more in a straight line rather than go at like big angles. The reason I actually set like for the enemy sprite, I set like 40 to, actually I would set like 40 to 360, because if you set them like 1 to 360, sometimes they just go in like a straight line, because that's 1 degree, right? Pretty much a straight line. And it just like patrols like this, and it doesn't get very far. And then if like,
Could you scroll a little down on your
What?
screen?
Oh, scroll down?
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks.
So since Natural someone who didn't complete this so far, I'm just going to explain this now. So all this is saying is when flag clicked, return to its original position right over here. That's what this go-to X is. And show variable score. Our score just defines how many levels we've passed. Yeah, just how many times we touched the finish line. So first at the very beginning of the game, we want to set score to 0, so you don't start with like 50 points, because that's kind of, not fun.
Okay.
And then forever, we're just going to say if touching finish line, change score by 1. And if score mod 2, this just means every 2 levels. If the score is a multiple of 2. And you'll have a score that's a multiple of 2 every 2 levels.
Okay. So
Touching
let me do
0,
that.
create clone of enemy. Basically, instead of 1 enemy appearing every level, it's going to appear every 2 levels, which is just nice.
So,
Yeah, and the reason we have forever over here is because if we just test this condition, this happens like sometimes with other people. If we test this condition just at the moment, it's not going to be true, because once the flag is clicked, there's nowhere we're touching the finish. And when the flag is clicked, we've reset. So you have to say forever after the flag is clicked, keep checking for this condition. And there's also a reason you can't put anything after a forever loop. If you think about it, the computer will forever be stuck up on that loop, right? Continuously like repeating the things in that loop, so you're never going to get past it. There's no point of having something after a forever loop. Yeah, that kind of thing.
okay.
Yeah, so then I'll show you guys the enemy, and
So variables.
then you guys customize, and then you can share some games. I can also show you some of the games that people from the afternoon class made for the launch our game. This is some inspiration for you guys.
Forever block. If touching finish line.
Change score by 1, just increase the score.
If
And then if score is even, create clone of enemy.
change score by 1. If blank, then score mod 2 equals 0.
You can find the modulus and the equal to in the operators. Operators have a lot of math functions, and those are useful like if you want to create something like realistic. Like, if you want to make some guy jumping, you can use all of these functions. An absolute value would be useful when we use our steps. I'm not going to use it, but you could use it when we use our steps to prevent the guy from going in negative directions. Yeah. Of course, you have all like the trigonometric functions. Something like waved.
So this is 0.
I have a question.
Yeah, Richa?
When I was playing it, the sharks would just stay in one place when I clicked the
Yeah.
space.
You haven't coded the shark yet.
Link.
Yeah, then we'll do that right after. Yeah, no worries. And yeah, Nacho?
I can't find like the one that says score mod 2 equals 0.
So go to operators. I'll circle it right here for you.
Yeah, I see operators.
Mod.
That one. Okay.
And here's equal to. Yeah. So one thing, I know that I believe one of you, I think Noah, you wanted to switch backdrops, right? When you touch the finish line. All you gotta do for that is you have to go to looks and drag out the block over here. We circle it. That says next backdrop. Let me just quickly circle it. And then with this next backdrop block, you can put that right over here, change score by 1, and go to next backdrop.
2.
If you think about that, when you press space, when you hit the finish line, it's going to change score by 1 and switch to your next backdrop. Awesome. Got that now?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Create.
Is that the only, like the next backdrop, the only block you need to, like, whenever you hit the finish line, it changes the background?
Yeah. All you need to say is go to next backdrop. You know?
Okay.
The Scratch has a lot of like shortcut commands. Like if you're trying to code Beam in like Python, for example, and trying to get some guy to follow another person to take like a lot of code. But here, Scratch is what to do. Scratch is really concepts. And yeah, you can create a lot of things with it. Sometimes people make like overcomplicated things. Like, did you guys, let me share with you something in the chat. You can like get ideas from this. It's the Creative Coding Challenges Studio. I might have already shared this with you. So this guy, Nick CC, I think, made so many of these games, some of which are like really crazy good. Yeah, I'll share it with you in the chat. Why not? Yeah. Creative, put it in the chat. There you go. Okay. So if no one has any questions, if anyone has any questions, speak now. Okay, we're all good. Now we're just going to move on to the shark and how to code that. It's a little bit, actually lots of stuff. We're going to go to our enemy sprite. By the way, if you just have a shark and a fish right now, you can change that. I'll show you like after that stuff. Yes, so we're going to go to our shark. And the first thing we're going to say is when flag clicked, hide. And the reason we do this is we want to hide the original shark. And yeah, that's just because there's some commands in Scratch like follow this animal or touch this sprite that apply to the original sprite, but not to the clone sprites. Like for example, if you're using a touching block in some conditions, the sensing area won't be able to sense if you've touched a clone, but it will be able to sense if you touched the original sprite. So you don't want to have one original sprite and like 5 other sprites hanging around you, 5 clone sprites, because they might not always be congruent. So you're going to first say hide the original sprite. That's there. You already have that? Okay. Great. So you already have hide and show. It's a little bit more than this. We're just going to like go through again, because some people don't have this. And hide. And now we're going to say, at the very beginning, go to control and say create clone of myself. Because the original guy's hidden, so they need to make a clone, right? Okay. One is just loading. Now the next thing we're going to do is right now, if you want to have a background sound, you can just go right now and say, like, how in my game this, let me just put it out here. That's a background sound. Wait, am I sharing? All I have to do right now is put like a rubber loop here. You can put a a forever loop anywhere, but I just use it here because it's honestly like already in a while, but why not? And then you can just say sound, play sound, blank until done. Make sure you say until done, because if you just say start sound, it's going to do start sound, you play. Yeah, that was the reverse of cave. I have that sound in there. And put as many sounds as you want. I choose like long music. This is there's one more. Cave, I don't know why I inverted the cave. I inverted this. I need to reverse it. My favorite. I like this one. This guy's hiding. Okay. So now we're just going to say control when I start as clone. Basically, every time there's something that says create clone of myself or in player, create clone of enemy, it immediately, the computer immediately goes to this chunk of code, what we're going to put here. We're going to say show, that just show the clone. You know, we don't want to hide our clone. So we're going to show our clone. And then we're going to say turn operator. So if you don't know where to find these, remember, just look at, they're all color coded, so just look at the colors and the colors on the side. Pick random 1 to like 360. But I also don't want the guy to go like 0 degrees and then like, you know, go in a straight line. So I'm going to say, how about like 40 to 360. So you have to go like some angle, you know. They're not just patrolling and making the game really hard for me to play. And then we're going to say forever, because right now if we just do this right now, it's going to be every 2 rounds. Forever, for each clone, say if on edge, bounce. This goes back to motion and move, let's say 10 steps. And if you look, the guys move really fast. Or less. This is all for the enemy sprite. Then I'm going to show you guys how to make a variable called steps. I haven't made it yet. That will allow you to make the game more easy or more difficult depending on how good the player is. Okay, so is everybody done with this like basic functionality of the game? Anybody have any problems like they're cloning too much, or their fish is like random, or their fish is too big, or the sharks are too fast or something like that? Any issues? Netra? Yeah, Netra?
Can you like do any sound you want?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
You can also say like, when I play the game, when I hit the finish line, it's like a ta-da sound. So I can say like, go to my player sprite, go to sounds. I have a sound imported called fairy dust. That. I can just say sound, play sound, or start sound in this case, fairy dust. This is not going to be interrupted though, so you cannot use play sound until done, but I just don't want to use that because it's not going to go to create clone of enemy until the sound is over. Yeah. You see what play sound until done does? If we said play sound fairy dust until done, it would wait for that sound to be over before creating a clone of your enemy. Yeah, that's really all. This just starts in the Great. So that should be done. I'll give you a few more moments to do this, and then I'll check upon all of you, and then we'll do one add-on, which I think is very useful in making this game like easier to play. Yeah, and then you guys can customize your games, like add storylines. I'll show you some afternoon class examples, and yeah, and then we can all share our games.
I have a question.
Yeah, Richa?
Like the sharks are just bouncing around. Like they're just bouncing, and my fish only goes in a straight line. Like it doesn't like move around.
Okay, so but what do you mean by bouncing? Because
Like they're going up and like they're not trying to like catch the fish. They're just
yeah,
bouncing up and down on the walls, I guess, or the screen.
yeah, that's true. The thing is, if they try to catch the fish, it'd be kind of like OP. If you think about it, all these sharks trying to catch one fish. So that's what I think that the purpose of this game was, to just have them bouncing and have the fish trying to evade them. But technically, if you would like, you could have the original shark trying to chase the fish. It'd just be that since the fish doesn't have lots of movement capabilities, and the sharks are pretty much occupying the entire screen, it's more of like the fish trying to escape from a horde of sharks. You could definitely change it around and have like the original shark chasing the fish a little bit slowly, and makes the game more challenging. Yeah. And about your other problem with the fish movement, I think we just need to use these two. Let me put them to the top. These two. Right arrow and left arrow. You just might not have these commands for the fish movement. Yeah, Nacho?
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
My score, like, it stays to 0, even when I touch the finish line.
Then you're going to probably want to say change score by 1 when you touch finish line in the rubber loop. You might have not put that.
I did that.
Do you have set score to 0 after that?
Yeah.
Let me Richa, are you good with this? Okay. Let me just look at your code. I can open it on my other window. Look at your code.
Also, I have one more question. Are you allowed to make like an up arrow and a down arrow for your fish, or is it only a left and right in space?
Well, the entire well, you can really customize the game. Pretty much allowed to do anything once you do the functionality. But the way we have built it so far is that when you press the space, the character automatically moves like subway surface, for example, and you just switch the direction. But if you don't like that, you can definitely change that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to, Nacho, could you share screen your code?
Sure. Okay. I have the code right here. But even like even if I touch the finish line, it doesn't change the score.
Okay,
Like
let's see.
if I touch it, it's
Try it out again. That's odd. If touching finish line, change score by 1.
Is it all that what you
Are
had?
you clicking the flag repeatedly each time?
What?
Here, press stop. Oh no, not stop screen sharing. Press stop, like the red stop flag. Press stop thing.
Okay.
Now press the flag again. Yeah, now start the game. Press touchdown.
Wait, not that?
Press space now, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think you might have just been repeatedly pressing the flag, so when you press the flag, the game like stops and restarts.
Okay.
Basically, the way we've built it is that you press the flag to start the game, and then you press space to get your character to move. Because since your character is obviously moving, if when you press the flag, the character begins to move, then it's like a very sudden movement for your like player, and it's hard for them to like register it.
Thank
And
you.
it's very rushed. So we have like the player press space to start the game. Back to Subway Surfers, for example, like you open Subway Surfers and you got to tap, and then the game starts. You know. Yeah. Anybody have any creative ideas that they want to do add-ons for and need some help? Because you pretty much finished the functionality, and I'll show you guys steps now as well. Noah, did you have a question? Oh, you're on mute, Noah? Oh, Noah, you're on mute. Like, could you unmute yourself? Awesome. Questions? Okay. So you have a few options. Is there anything you guys want to build for your games that you want me to show everyone how to build? You know, like power-ups or like, I don't know exactly, but anything specific you guys want to build for your games that you just want me to show all of you?
What are the power-ups?
Oh, basically, I'll show you how to do that. Let me make a taco power-up. Okay, this is really big. I'll set size to like 30. Let me show you how to use power-ups. Basically, you can say something like this. It'll just like increase your speed. If you increase your speed, you can do whatever you want, really. So I'm going to just say, when flag clicked, hide. The entire way these power-ups will work is at a random time, they will appear on your screen at a random spot. And basically, if you touch them, they'll go away, and you'll get like an increase in score. Maybe you'll get like a speed increase, just like a power-up to help you in the game. So when flag click, we're first going to hide it, because we don't want this to appear all the time. And after that, we're just going to say, once we have our hide, we're going to say go to, let's say, random position.
Can you share your screen?
Oh, I didn't share my screen, sorry. Sorry about that. Let's share my screen right here. Awesome. So here is the power-up we have. I just had a taco, a small taco. And when flag clicked hide and go to random position. And then we're just going to say, we actually don't need this here. We're going to take out a forever loop and say forever. Actually, we can just say, yeah, we'll say it's forever. If, now we're going to do something called pick random and equal to. What this does is basically makes a probability sort of thing. We'll say pick random 1 to 1,000, 10,000 let's say, is equal to 86. That's my favorite number, by the way, so 86. Then do something. So basically what this is going to do is the computer is going to pretty much like very quickly randomly pick a number from 1 to 1,000, 10,000. And if that number happens to be 86, it's going to run what's going to happen. So since it picks these numbers very, very, very quickly, it's actually not as long as it seems, because it takes a really long time to go through 10,000 numbers. So if you pick random, then we're just going to say show, right? Look, show. Go to random position and show. And then we're going to wait 2 seconds for you to gather it. And now, if you look at set score to like 1,000. Let's say 100. It's going to appear right now. wait 2 seconds, and then I would have to say hi. Yeah. So pretty much, that's what it's going to do. And then we just also want to say, like, when you touch this taco, something nice will happen to your character. Maybe you'll speed up, something will happen. So we're basically going to say forever, again, you have another one flight clicked and another forever. If sensing touching player, then you can say change score by 2. Basically, every time it touches the player, change score by 2, and then high. Clearly, but you can change score by 2. You can also, if you want to change the speed of the character, maybe you can go to variables and say make a variable character speed, and then you can say, instead of saying move 7 steps, you can say move character speed steps, and then you can say change character speed by 4. So maybe like it'll go up by, maybe before it was 7 steps, now it's going to become 11 steps in 15 seconds, and then the character will be back where it was. Okay, so any questions about power-ups? Or randomly. Questions? Yeah. Anything, Metra?
Can I just go for a quick water break?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
If you guys have to go on a break, just tell me and then you guys can go. We're also going to have an official break. Hey, it's only 9:45. We're doing good. Okay. We'll have an official break at like 10:30. At 10:30, we have an official break. That's halfway through the class. Come on, people, keep your cameras on. Anvi, Krisha. I haven't turned your cameras on yet. Come on. Are you here, Krisha? Anvi is here. Hello. Oh, wait, you turned your camera off. Oh, come on. Why will no one turn on their cameras? Just a question. If you give me a justified reason, I will let you all be. Krisha, Noah, Anvi. Oh. Okay. Let me see the terms and conditions. Maybe the terms and conditions said you have to have your cameras on or something. Let's check that out. I'm going to go back. It's just in the drive, actually. I'm going to drive. See, I might actually be able to prove that you have to have your cameras on. Let's check it out. This is my other drive. Let's find our terms and conditions, or like our media release stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see. So all of you guys signed this. Let's see if everyone's supposed to have the cameras on. We expect students to maintain online decorum and turn on their cameras. You guys see this? Let me bold it. Yes, people, turn on your cameras in the terms and conditions that you all signed. Cameras.
You wrote that in there then.
No, we literally wrote in there for like ages. It's been here forever. I'll show you the version history. See version history. See, this lesson was updated with July 19th. And that's when we still had turn on your cameras. July 4th, it was blank. July 18th, we had turn on your cameras. Okay, so people, turn on your cameras, or try to. Like,
Do I have to?
why don't you? That's my question. Why not?
Actually, I'll turn it on.
Yes, success.
1 sec though.
What about you, Anvi? Any reason not to?
Better?
Okay. I suppose it's okay if you don't. Okay. I'll give Anvi a break since she always turns on her camera otherwise. So Anvi gets a break. But everyone else will not get a break. Okay, fine, Krisha. At least you turned on something. Like, at least show yourself instead of just being like a black dot, even if it's just blank. Krisha, even that camera was fine. Even if it didn't technically show your face, it showed something. Unlike just a black space. No. Okay, tomorrow both of you got to turn on your cameras. No break tomorrow. Okay. Other than that, any questions? Power-ups? You want to add a storyline? You know, you want to, in the middle? I'll show you one game from the other class. While you guys are working on your games, you can add like different things, features you like, music, different backgrounds, customize your sprites. I'll show you an afternoon class game that someone built, and basically just, I'll explain it to you. It's a pretty fun game. Just for inspiration. Yes. Okay, let us share screen this game. Here we go. Okay, let's look at how long the game. It's actually pretty fun. Did you guys all see this game? Or see it loading at least? Did you guys see? Just for some fun inspiration. So basically the way this game works is that first, she always hides the character. So I gotta show her guy. There's Cassie dancing, which is actually the player. And at first, there's this evil Wanda grandma chasing this child, as you see. And when you get to level 5, she isn't perfect at it yet. When you get to score 5, oh damn, when you get to score 5. This evil Wanda's just chasing the child cruelly. And when you get to, let me try to get to score 5. Wanda changes and gets chased by Frank. So basically the way we're still working on that part, but halfway through the game, storyline allows that instead of Wanda chasing children, Frank is chasing Wanda. Okay, yeah, that's what happens. Just like an example, you guys can be like as creative as you want, because that's what I do this, but you know, you can still work on anything that you guys want to do with your games. Yes, Metro?
Made my like fish say that when it was just the beginning, I made my fish say Nana and a boo boo shark.
Yeah, it's just for all of you to add a storyline too. You know, some fun things happening. And cameras are off again. Can I show my game? Yeah, of course, Krisha. Yeah. Oh wait, I want you probably, yeah. I want you otherwise, yes. Yes, yes, okay. So Krisha's actually gonna share her game right now. Yeah, I'm gonna stop my share, of course. Okay. Everyone, let's look at Krisha's launcher game.
I'll keep it on.
Do you want to share your screen audio too? You don't
I
do
didn't
that?
put any music left yet.
Because then you'll be fine.
Okay, this is pretty easy at first. And then you get a bunch of falling things.
There's one thing, when they fall, make sure you say when they touch ground, disappear. You can say that. Awesome. One thing you can do with the batter, yes, let's clap first for my reaction on. Okay. I think the batter, if I go to the batter spread, I might be able to show you some cool stuff you can do with that game. If you look at your batter sprite, the batter sprite actually has a batting motion. So you could say, if touching ball, switch costume of batting sprite to show it's like it's batting the ball. You know what I mean? So it switches and it looks like it's batting the ball away and the ball goes back to its original position. It's like something cool you could do to make it more realistic. You could also remember if you're doing falling power-ups, which is really good if you figured out how to do those, make sure at the very end to say, you can put a sprite here, you could just say, if touching edge, you can do that. If touching edge, make sure you say something like delete this clone, because you use clones to do that, I assume. That way, the clone just doesn't get stuck at the bottom. It's lies there, you know. Maybe it didn't use clones, maybe it just had the sprite keep moving. If you just had one sprite that appeared randomly and then hit itself, you can just say hide when it touches the edge. Yeah, that was great. So I'll give all of you some more time to customize. Have it until 11:15. Would you guys like to learn how to add steps that your sprites slow down if you're good, slow down if you're bad, and speed up if you're good? Do you guys want to learn that?
Wait, can you repeat what you said?
Yeah, okay. So do you guys want to learn how to have your sprites speed up if you're good at the game, have the enemy sprites speed up if you're good, and have them slow down if you're not very good? Anybody want to know how to do that?
Maybe.
Yeah, Richa? Oh, cool. Like your hand on your arm.
Thank you. My mom did it. I accidentally hit smudged it on some parts, but.
Oh, did you have a question?
No, I was wondering if you could show me.
Oh yeah, of course. Let us go. So we're going to go down to our variables. We're going to make a variable called steps. We can say enemy steps. Let's say enemy steps. That's a little clearer.
Can you
Enemy
share?
steps. Oh, why didn't you on the screen? No, I keep forgetting to do this. Okay, let me restart. We're going to go down to variables and make a variable called enemy step / enemy speed. It's going to define the speed of your enemy. So I'm just going to write enemy. Oh, let's say enemy speed. That's fair. You can name whatever you want. That's something to do with steps, hopefully.
Okay, so
What you're going to do now is you're going to basically define the speed of the enemy. And to do this, remember, speed is defined by the number of steps the enemy moves. You can say enemy and say, instead of move 5 steps, change it to drag out this enemy speed block thing. Move enemy speed steps. And basically, we're going to customize the number of steps it moves based on specific conditions that happen in the game. Let's check my chat. Oh, Anvi, what are we doing today like how we did Gimkit? Okay. So like we did Gimkit, today we can do another Gimkit. We can also do a Kahoot if you guys like. There's a few options. We'll vote later. Or you guys can try to get to 8 billion in Gimkit. If you want. Depends. Okay. Move enemy speed steps. Then we're going to go through and basically set specific conditions so that we can define the speed of our enemy. First, we're going to say set enemy speed to, let's say, start at 3. This just means at the very beginning of the game, if enemy speed is 3, our enemy sprite, going back to our enemy sprite, right over here, is going to move enemy speed steps, or 3 steps at the beginning of the game. And then we can say, every time you touch the finish line or beat one level, change enemy speed by 0.5. Basically, so every time you beat a level, the enemy speed will go up by 0.5. So if you're good at the game, if you're beating lots of levels, the shark will keep going faster and faster and faster. Now, what if you're not very good at the game? What if something is like, what if you keep hitting the enemy sprites and, aren't able to get past? Here's where you can go like this. Instead of saying change enemy speed by 0.5, you can go, if we need actually an if here, if, put it right after the when space key pressed. Because basically this is saying, after you touch enemy or touch finish line. So if touching enemy or finish line, go to XY, pointing direction 90, and then another if within that pretty much. That says if, let's say, we're gonna take it if else actually. And if else just basically says, if this condition is true, do this. And if it's not true, then just do whatever else. So here we're going to say, if score, drag out a less than, if our, no, sorry, first, enemy speed is less than 0. Then change enemy speed by negative 0.2. Let's say 0.2, that makes it a little, you could also say negative 0.1. Then I'm going to make this 0.6. But negative 0.2. Else, set enemy speed to the value of enemy speed, which is the previous value, Let me explain why we have to do this. We could just say change enemy speed by negative 0.2. This might actually make our enemy have a negative speed. Let me just show you quickly. I'll go back to this a bit later. What happens if our enemy speed has a negative speed? Watch this, negative 10 steps, for example. That doesn't mean it's going to go like very, very slow. It just means it's going to go very fast. So really, if a player is bad, we don't want the enemy to start going like very, very fast in the opposite direction. That's not really the point. So that's why we're going to say, if enemy speed is less than 0, change enemy speed by negative 0.2. If it's greater than 0, however, if enemy speed is greater than 0, not less than, that was a mistake. It's greater than 0. If the enemy speed is less than 0, then the guy is just going to go faster and faster. So if the enemy speed is greater than 0, then we can subtract one more time, right, to get to 0. If it's not, that means we just can't do it. And the lowest the guy should be able to, the enemy sprite should be able to go is 0 speed, right? So you can also look, first you can just show this variable enemy speed just to see how fast your enemies are going. But then let's say when you're actually playing this game, you don't need the player who's playing the game to know that the enemies are going faster or slower and what speed they're going at. You can just say at that time, hide variable enemy speed, just so it disappears. So you just, I'm not going to, just going to show that actually because I like seeing the enemy speed when I play, but just a good variable. Basically, that's the entire usage of variables. They just allow you to customize the movements and customize the different things. So let's say you wanted to create a variable for your power up, in where your sprite moved faster when they got the power up. You just create a variable that says sprite speed, player speed, and change that in the variable. I could say when Taco touches player, change player speed by 2, let's say, and have the player go faster, and then wait 15 seconds, and then change player speed by negative to go back to normal. Okay, do all of you guys understand how to make the game slow down and speed up based on like your level of skill in it? Any questions? Any struggles, like anything not working properly?
Yeah. We're supposed to set it to
Nothing?
like something before, right?
Yes, we set it to 3. That's the original speed.
Okay.
The reason you want to set it is if you don't set it, then the speed's just going to keep tallying up at each flag. Like it's going to eventually become like 500, which will not be very fun. Yes, Netra?
My shark doesn't move at all now.
Your shark doesn't move at all.
Yeah, even like
You probably set enemy speed to 0. Because when you basically said move enemy speed steps. So if enemy speed is equal to 0, then it's not going to move at all. Move 0 steps. So make sure you set enemy speed to a value.
so set enemy speed to 3.
See right here? Some value. Let me like rectangle it. Here, there's no rectangle. What do I? Oh, I made a rectangle type box. Hello, this is my rectangle. That's cool. You can make your rectangle a typing box. Didn't know that was a thing. Watch this. Like, see, look. Hello. I can live with that. So, did that work for you now, Nectar?
Okay, you're on fish. Flag clicks, enemy speed.
If you're still like struggling a little bit, you can share your screen.
I know, I almost got it.
Awesome.
Did it.
Make sure you change enemy speed by 0.6 or 0.5 or something every time you beat a level, and decrease it every time you hit the enemy. Or just finish another
Sit and settle. No, I have to change to here.
So, yeah.
Okay.
How you doing? Want to share your game?
I think I got it now.
Great. So anything else you guys want me to show you? Like maybe costume switching? I'll show you that switching. Anything else you guys want me to show you? Like, you could be in the add-ons, I provided the chat, or it could be like of anything. Only the add-on anything you want to do with your game that I can show you guys how to do this. Wait, Patrick, can you mute yourself? Nacha, can you mute yourself? So, yeah. No one has their camera on again. Does anybody want me to teach them anything? Like I said previously, something you want to do with your game that you're starting to do that I can just show you guys on the screen? Anything at all, really. Okay, so if I suppose not, I'm going to give you guys like 4 more minutes to customize your games, 5 more minutes, or depending on how much time you want, and then we will share some games and move on. Yeah, Netra?
Do like what you did for making like a sound when the fish touches the finish line. How do I do that?
Yeah, sure. So basically, if you look at our forever loop for our flag, it says if touching finish line, do some stuff. So you can just say start a sound. Don't say, basically just start sound, whichever sound you want, put it here. And the reason you don't want to say play sound until done is because what it does is it basically has the computer be stuck up on that sound until it's over. So your sprite isn't going to clone its enemy until that sound is over. So you want to say start sound, not play sound until done. Does anybody have any confusion within about the difference between play sound until dawn and start sound? Confusion? No one? Okay. Yeah. Okay, there's one thing I want to show you guys. And since we have some time, I'll just show it. If any of you guys want to implement this, you can choose yes or no. So I want to do something like, let's say I get to score 10. I want to say I beat the game. So I can do something like this. I can go to when flag clicked forever if operators equal to score is equal to, let's say, 15, then I'm going to actually make a block here. I'm going to define a function that I like using. I should have it in my backpack. I don't have my backpack. Okay, I'm going to get it. It's called clone machine. It's a function I made. Basically can make a block. A block is pretty much just a function. I'm going to call this block clone machine. Okay. So under clone machine, I can define a whole bunch of things that could happen. This is just how we're creating a new block. So I can say looks. Say hello for 2 seconds. Say I win for 2 seconds. Then all of a sudden, let's say change color path by 25. Let's say control repeat 10 times. And if I then run clone machine in here, when I score is equal to 15, let's just say 5, just for testing, then this will happen. Let me play it and show you guys. Clone machine. Yeah, that's all it is. But I actually want to import a thing for my clone machine it's a function that I created like ages ago, like I don't know, a year ago or so. And yeah, it's a clone machine function. It's basically a winning condition. By creating a function, what you do is you basically create a block that defines a whole bunch of preset, a preset script in Scratch. And doing this, you don't have to write like I win here, because that can become really long and confusing. Let's say you want to use this code, clone machine, in like 5 different places. Instead of writing this code repeatedly 5 different places, you can make a block for it and then just use that block. Just makes it clearer and more effective. And I'm going to show you now the version I use. I'm going to go to Scratch my other monitor. And yeah, that's how you create a block. Anybody have any questions about creating your own block? Why it's useful, how to do it. Basically, if you guys know what functions are, I'll explain them again. A block is pretty much like creating a function. When you make a block, you have your block name, which is like the definition of the function. Let's say like hello. And then you have different variables, like inputs. You can have input like a number text. These inputs are called parameters. They're basically values the function takes in when it runs. Let's say input and like, yeah, let's just say we have 2 inputs. We're going to call this speech and color. Watch this. I can define speech and color, and then I can run this function hello with these 2 inputs being the parameters that the function takes in, speech and color. So I can say this. Say, instead of saying like something like this, I can just say speech for 2 seconds. And then I can say looks, change color effect by color. And then when I call this function, I can say hello, I win. And color, let's say 50. So that's my color effect. And I can put a repeat for that, repeat 10. And then we can just run this instead. And basically what this will do is it will take this function, hello, of the parameters speech, which is this. You don't even need the code, sorry. This is not, and color, which is 50, color effect. basically what this is, the reason this is useful is, let's say you want to, like, 10 times, you want something to happen, like where you say, like, I win for 2 seconds, and you repeat 10 change color path by a different value. You might have to copy this code 10 different times and input different values, but here you can just use this function and use it like as many times as you want with different values for each speech and color. That's the use of functions. And what else? Yeah, so clearly functions, let's say imagine this code was like, let's say very long, like, let's say this long, from here to, let me just spotlight it, here to here or something, like very long. Imagine having to copy that 10 different times to do stuff. Here you can just take these parameters and more easily do different things. I'll test it actually. I win, and then yeah, so you guys understand that. And does anybody have any questions about creating blocks? I know, like, you guys aren't really talking, but anybody have any questions or wants to turn on their camera other than Netra? Okay, just know that Friday is like picture day. You have to turn on your cameras all day.
Wait, why is there picture day? Shouldn't we have done that like day?
I don't know, but last day is picture day. You all have to turn your cameras at one time. I'm looking forward to this moment. Okay. Because no one asks me anything, but do any of you have any like questions about blocks? How to use them, when to use them, how they work? Does everyone think they will be able to comfortably use them after like a little bit of practice? Okay, at least Noah's responding. That's good. Very good. Okay. Any other questions from me? Like, seriously? Okay, it's 10:15. I'm going to delete this stuff. I'm not using it again. Like ever. Well, actually, I can make a clonation win condition. It's pretty cool. But no, I don't need it. That was just an example. Okay. So, who wants to share their game? No one? Okay, I know Chris should share their game. Netra? Game sharing? Let me stop my share first if anyone wants to. Netra, want to share your game? Okay, yes, I think she said yes. That's the way. Great. Have you shared, did you share computer audio? Okay, wait, stop the game for a second. Like, you can share your audio. Yeah, I know, Chris already shared hers. Yeah, you can say at the top, basically there's an option. You should say view options. It should say share computer audio as an option. If you go to like your sharing options, if you go to share screen, the green button, there's two options: share computer sound and video. Hopefully this one, share computer sound, will work. More, yeah, there you go. And now, oh, that's not an option. No, don't do that. There should be like a viewing options for sharing. Great, stop your share for a moment. And if you go to share screen, there's two options just in the share screen list thing. At the very bottom left, there's share computer sound and optimize screen sharing for video clip. Select share computer sound at the bottom of your just green share screen list thing. It says this for Zoom. Select the window or an application that you want to share, and then share computer sound on the bottom left and optimize screen sharing for video clip. Just select the first one, don't select the second one. Okay. Does it work for you? Not sure. Did you figure out how to do it? Let me share my screen. Okay, so do you see this? Oh, this is screen 2. Oof. If you look, so you have options when I'm screen sharing. I have viewer screen sharing, then I have options. Share computer sound. Do you see that? You can go there as well. Let me stop my share. Try it again. And Rich is back, yes. Okay, you're done. Netra, is it working for you? Yes. Meanwhile, I will experiment with virtual backgrounds. Let's see. Okay, that clearly does not work. Let me retry something. Hello. I can do this, right? Kind of. There you go. See? Hello. Wait, it's not very good, but if I stay back, my shirt is like see-through. Okay. Yes. There. I have another see-through shirt. And my hair is floating. Yeah. So how's it going, Metro? Any ideas? Oh, I see that. I see my mouth.
What are you gonna do now?
Oh, we're just going to share our games. Metro is trying to do that, and then we will make another game. And I'll let you guys choose because I have like a lot of options for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a whole bunch of fun games to make. Okay, you guys can even play some if you enable. Okay, maybe I think Metro might have been lagging. I don't know. Hopefully he rejoins. We'll give it a few minutes. Might have like been lagging or something. Okay, so who else wants to share their game? I'm just gonna go through people. Richa?
I made a high score variable in mine.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so Richa's gonna share, and Krisha can share a high school variable, and yeah, and then we'll continue sharing. Awesome. Let's see. Yes. Who's annotating? Someone actually finally figure out how to annotate. Oh my god, finally. This is a great moment in my life. But seriously. Yeah, sometimes the powers are really hard to get because like there's a whole bunch of like sharks just chasing you, you know? Or running around after you at least. Okay. Let me put the clap icon. I can annotate for 2 cups. Annotate I. Let me heart again. There. Okay. Right over there. Who's annotating, by the way? Probably just Richa. Okay.
Wait, how do I? Okay. All right, I'm drawing right now.
You can check though. You can say show names of annotators.
This.
Yeah. Oh, alright.
That's cool.
And so there's a lot of cool features that I never knew I'd use before. There's even like request remote control. That's clear. Uh-oh.
Whoa. Wait, how do
Got there. Just go to clear all drawings again. Clear all drawings.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Who is
Oh wait, I know how to. I
the
can.
culprit?
Wait, I need to here
Who is
clear
the
all
man?
drawings.
There you go. Okay, maybe we should stop sharing this. No, I'm trying.
Okay, how do I?
There should be a stop button at the top.
More. There's a.
Hi.
Wait, let me go to the phone. Oh wait, I see the stop here. Yeah, okay.
There we go.
That was fun.
Yeah, people just randomly annotating everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so who else wants to share their game? Netra, did you figure out how to share it? The computer sound? Yeah, I can hide it. Hey, there you go. And yeah, I like the cool backdrop. That's a really good one. Imagine actual sharks in the pool. That'd be like. I know when I was younger, I always thought sharks would be in like a pool. I would never go there. I'd be scared. Uh-oh. I can't hide. Oh no, it's laggy. Stop. Okay, yeah, I like the annotate feature now. I'm just going to get a colored square for that basic feature. No, okay, let's clear all drawings and then let's stop the share. That's a little bit laggy. Stop the share. Wait, can you stop the share? Okay, wait. Netra? Netra?
Yeah.
Can you stop the share? Like, randomly share.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. There we are. Yes. Okay, let me clap for someone. Awesome. Okay, Noah, do you want to share your game? Okay. Amog?
What's that? Let me just.
Amog, do you want to share your game?
I'm still working on it.
You can still share it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not letting me.
Oh, you can't just here. I can share it for you because I have like. Let me do that. Okay. Going to all of the games. Let's go to, here we go. And share screen and screen. Here are the games, let's check out it. Oh yeah, sure. While we're sharing games, Richard just brought up a good point. You all can feel free to take a break, use the bathroom, get water, whatever you need. Eat a snack.
Can I work on a different one?
Yeah, sure. We'll only be sharing for like 10 more minutes or so, but yeah, definitely. Okay, is this your game, Emma?
Wait 1 second. Let me check. I don't think so because I have
that's weird.
I have
Did you
other
create your own game?
sprites.
Yeah, definitely. Did you create your own game? Because instead of
Waiting outside.
It's not letting me share my screen either.
To come?
let me see. If I stop my share, does it let you?
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, I'll try again.
Yeah, my thing's frozen. My computer's frozen. My Mac's frozen.
Does it by any chance let you share your project at the top? Like over here at the chair? It should be like
No,
a-
I can't get out of Zoom.
Oh, it's frozen?
Mhm.
Ooh. Do you want to like reboot your computer and rejoin?
Okay.
Yeah, let's try that. We'll come back to you. Because like frozen, it's not very funny. Okay, so we know Krisha shared a game. Krisha, do you want to share your high score variable?
Okay.
Awesome. Let's check that out.
I just made it so that if you get a high score, it'll make a high score variable with a cloud variable.
That works.
Okay.
I'll basically say even when the game is over. If you want to X out of this game, the high score variable will get saved because it's called a cloud variable. Basically, it saves for something called the cloud. And the cloud is just like a big database full of computers where a whole bunch of stuff is stored. Not really a database, but like basically a storage for a whole bunch of stuff. There are huge like computer data centers and full of like thousands of computers. All like the stuff in the cloud to get stored is crazy. Yeah. Okay. Andy?
Yeah.
Let's clap first. Now, Andy.
Okay. Wait, you want me to share my game?
Yeah, sure. There you go. One thing you want to do though, you might want to hide your original sprite. If you go to your code, one of your sharks is still. You might want to hide that shark.
I like it because it's like an obstacle for me.
Oh yeah, that's true. 100% fair. Remember, you guys can make your game whatever you like. Look at the shark are circulating around the shark.
It's hard.
So most games just didn't save. So we do have a lot of those, like, I think we have a lot of saving problems. Unfortunate. Okay, so you have like a few options. You could try to redo your work, or you could just move on if you want. It depends on what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want to redo your work?
I think I want to do another one maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel the same way. Okay, so on we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share my screen and let all of you guys, and can you guys see my stuff screen thing? Okay, do you guys all see my screen? Okay, yes? Okay, and we're going to like choose which game you want to play. There are a few options, which game you want to make. There are a few options. Let's go to, there's like 4 options. 3 options actually. Here are your game options. And we're gonna make this one tomorrow, so that'll be tomorrow game. But today, since we have some extra time, you can make whatever game you guys want. So let me show you first. That's Cave Surfers. Do you guys see this game? Can you guys see? Awesome. Added music, but or whatever. And I have the bad music. You don't know. It's creepy. But by the way, I forgot. And now I know. Anybody know that song? I think it's like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something, but I don't know. Okay, you get the point. Basically, you fly through a cave. It's not as hard as it looks. Yeah, the next option is following objects. I'll show you 2 versions. This is the one version. You're basically a cat, you have to catch objects. This is my less advanced version. I haven't added many upgrades to this, or power-ups. There's a lot of customization you can do with like a following objects game. I'll show you. My next game has the exact same thing, but a lot of customization. Basically, you can see my scores increasing every time I hit a good object, and decreasing every time I hit a bad object. In this case, is the watermelon. Watermelon's good. It just kind of like crushes my head and makes me lose the point. That's kind of cute, yeah. Okay. This is my version of following objects with more customization. Here I have banana and rock. And I'll show you when I get to level, when I get 10 points, something fun happens. One thing I can do to this game is I can also have like a shop. You can add a shop with like power-ups. You know, you can, every point you get some, like every point is like $1, for example, or a currency. And when you have like 12 points, you can like buy power or something. You know what I mean. See? That's my from machine winning. It's very random in its mission. If you win, you can get the I also have like special things. Like you saw the lightning bolt and you saw the donut. Looking down the donut. It just gives me like extra points. Lightning bolt makes me, yeah. Basically, lots of customization you can do with falling objects. And Cave Surfers is more of like customizing, I guess, flying and adding more sprites and doing fun like racing through a cave stuff or something. Yeah, okay, so which games do you guys want to build? Preferences. What? Which one, Netcha? Which one do you want to build? Just everyone. Okay, let's try to take a vote. Let me stop my share. Let's try to take a vote. So if you want to make the Cave Surfers game, put thumbs up both times. Put thumbs up. Thumbs up on your screen right now with the reactions?
Yukit.
No, it's too early. We have an hour. Okay, so that's thumbs up for cave surfers. What about put a thumbs up?
You could put Yukit for an hour.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Okay, not happening. Sorry. there goes Krisha. What about the falling objects game? Put a thumbs up now if you want the falling objects game. 1, 2. Well, 1. Okay, Krisha didn't vote. I just want to vote. Richa, do you want the falling objects or the cave surfers?
Cave.
The object.
Okay,
I'm voting
So-
for cave.
we shall make the cave because when people said cave, but don't worry, we will make objects probably tomorrow if we have some extra time. And once you make the game we're making tomorrow, objects is a very easy game to make. Yeah. So cave surfers, it's actually a lot simpler than it looks. In all of your, let me share my screen again and show you guys. In all of your profiles, I go to Spotlight, annotate Spotlight. In all of your profiles, you can click on this and go to Profile. No, not Profile. Sorry, My Stuff. Right here, My Stuff. Let me check the chat quickly. Chat, who's chatting? Everyone's, what's in the chat? Okay, great. And now go down to your project and go down to Cave Surfers Starter Project. It looks like this, Cave Surfer Starter Project. I have too many tabs open. Yep, this one. I'll put this one on. There you go. So you're just gonna click see inside, and you have this code. As you can see, the map is pretty much already built for you, but you can customize it a lot if you wish. And basically, if you go to the backdrops don't really exist. They're just there. It's just a grid. This is basically a positioning grid. I'll explain to you how we're going to use this grid to make our game work. Pretty much have these different sprites that you can edit. To go to, not backdrop side, these are not backdrops, these are sprites. These sprites move, and that's why we are using them. Basically, you can flatten this cave if the cave is too big, too small. Like, I feel like this cave is way too thin for an eagle. You can flatten it a bit. You can add different colors if you like. You can have gradient colors. You can add different bumps and change your cave. As always. So let me explain something. The way we're gonna make a scrolling backdrop. Wait, is everyone on this page, by the way? I didn't even check that out. Everyone here good? Awesome. Yes. Okay, let's check it out. So yeah, the reasons we made these sprites is because if you think about the backdrop is a stable thing. If we go to backdrop code, the backdrop can't move because it's literally the background. It's not gonna move. That's why we have to make each of these moving sprites, moving on things sprites. Because basically, to make a scrolling backdrop, we're going to move the cave 1, cave 2, and cave 3, depending on the position of the parrot. So let's begin. The first thing we have to do is code the parrot. So we're going to say, let's create a variable first, called, let me show you how to do that, but first let me just explain. Let's create a variable. Let's go down to variables and create a variable. I already have one here, let me delete it. Wait, no, that's not, let me delete it. Just so I can make it with you. Create a variable called distance traveled. This is going to define how the distance the parrot has traveled, and therefore define how we need to move our cave 1, cave 2, and cave 3 sprites. It should be for all sprites. That's we're going to be using it for the other 3 sprites as well. Distance traveled. So what we're going to do is we're going to say a when flag clicked now. Drag when flag clicked. This parrot, if you look at its size, let's show the parrot. No, darn. What I'm going to do, look, if you look, these cave, there's something called the z-axis. Basically describes like the layering of objects. And if you look right now, this parrot sometimes appears below the cave. You guys see how that works? It appears like this, below the cave, right? And we don't exactly want it to appear below the cave because it's supposed to be flying above. we're just going to say when flag clicked looks, go to front layer. That just means the layer is just like the layer of the screen in the way things are positioned. If you look at it, for example, let's say we have a piece of paper. I'm sure you guys can see it very well. A piece of paper. This is your attendance sheet, by the way. And a pencil and another piece of paper. This is like there. This is the front layer. This is the middle layer. This is the back layer. It's kind of just like the way the screen is layered. What shows up first? What shows up last? So go to front layer. That means this will always appear in front of all the other sprites. That's all it says. Then we're going to set its size. Normally a parrot size is like 100. Too big. It's not gonna succeed. We're going to set its size to 50. Or you can just say right here, set size to 50. Okay. Then we're also going to say go to XY 0, 0. Let me explain how this makes sense. And then finally, we're going to say set distance traveled to 0. This is not all there is, it's just the basics. And if you look at the flag, if you look, the way this works is if you guys set this sprite to 0, 0, right now it's at 0, 0. And this is not like outside of the case. It's because if you go to our backdrops, we basically have this backdrop repeated 3 times. This is our 0, 0 position, actually 4 times, 1 for each thing and then 1 for the white space. It's going to be on the side. I can't really drag this right now, but you'll see what I mean. And this is a grid, a position grid. Every spot on this grid is defined by an x coordinate, its location horizontally, and a y coordinate, its location vertically. This point is defined by like this very point. Let me spotlight it. So this point is defined by this x coordinate and this y coordinate. So 100. Darn, I just drew with 100, 100. Yeah, so just like that, we are going to use distance travel to move these cave sprites. Anybody have any confusion so far as to how this game is layered and working? Confusion? Anyone? Yeah, sure. Okay. So nothing. Tell me if you guys have any confusion. I'm happy to explain. Okay. So let us go to our cave. We're going to say, let's first do some more conditions for our parrot. We're going to say forever. Let's also set one more variable. We're going to make a variable called level. It's just going to define, because one thing I use in this game is to make it look better is have it so that every time you hit the finish line, you have to make another level, right? Because otherwise you're just playing the game once and that's not really that fun. So level, we're just going to say forever set distance or change distance traveled by 7 plus level. You'll understand why once we're going to make a backdrop next. I'll just keep this for now. And yeah, now we are going to scroll. I'll define more of this stuff later. Now we're going to create our scrolling system. How we're going to do it is, let me show you one example, and I'm going to ask you to explain to me how you guys think this works. We're going to say when flag click, go to one of our cave sprites. Let's go cave 1. Yeah, cave 1. Forever, go to x value of 1 times 480. You can start 480, but I don't want 480 because the next one will be like 2 times 480 and like all of that. So we're just going to make sure we are. And just use 1. You can just say 480, but I just use 1 times 480 since like the next block, cave 2 is going to be 2 times 480 and all that. And then y value of 0. So wait, 140 minus, let's just set one more thing, minus distance travel. We have to still define distance travel better, but basically, can anyone tell me what they think that this is going to do? Raise your hand or just like put a thumbs up or something like. Tell me Who wants to explain what they think this code will do? Any ideas? Anything at all? So I'll give you like one, I'll give you like a hint sort of thing. Distance traveled is how far the parrot has gone so far. And 480 is actually, if you look at it, look at our grid that continuously repeats, not this, but our grid that continuously repeats for this area. It is a position on that grid. Okay, so why don't we watch, so no one has any idea what this is going to do? Any ideas? Any explanations? Okay then, I guess we are going to, oh, Anvi, you want to say something? Because you unmuted yourself.
No.
Okay, so let's see. At the very beginning of this game, let's look at our grid back here, by the way. Just cool grid, right? At the very beginning of our game, this is going to start at what's distance traveled at the very beginning of our game? How far the parrot went? I'm just going to call on you guys if you don't speak, because we need some understanding here. So how far has the parrot traveled at the very beginning of the game? Let's say Richa. I should to the bathroom, yeah. How about Netra? At the very beginning of our game, how far has our parrot traveled?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, sure. So at the very beginning of the game, how far has our parrot traveled? And by the way, thank you now for keeping your camera on, because everyone else turned it off. I'm just waiting for Friday, Yes, exactly, nowhere. So distance traveled is 0. So if you think about it, at the very beginning of the game, this red will be at an x value of 480 and a y value of 0. So all this basically says is the y value of 0 is just, it's not going to move up and be like that. It's going to go stay on the ground, but that's normal. But with the x value, as your distance traveled increases, this value is actually going to decrease. And when the x value decreases, if distance traveled, let's say, becomes 100, then the position horizontally of the first sprite, the cave 1 sprite, is going to be 480 minus 100. So it's going to become less. And if it becomes less, it's going to actually be moving back, right? That's why this entire thing works. Basically, let's take the cave 1 sprite. It starts at position 480 on the x polygon. Let me actually draw this right here. Let me draw this because that might help you guys understand a bit better. It starts at position 480. Let's say this is position of x 480. Right over here. X is equal to 480. And let's say your distance traveled, I'm just going to call that d, is equal to 100. Then this is going to move. Wait, let's not draw that. It's going to move back. Let's take another rectangle, like such. At this point, let's say distance is equal to d is equal to 100. X is equal to 380, right? At this very point. At this point, this one right over here. So at this point, d is equal to 100 and x is equal to 380. So since x is decreasing, things are going to move back. And basically, as the position increases, you can see how this actually is going to move back. Do you guys get that? Kind of? Who wants to explain to check their concepts? Who wants to explain? Or we'll have to, okay, and of course, Krisha, you shall explain. Krisha?
Well,
Yes.
If, like the X is 480, so it'll like scroll behind the parrot.
Yeah.
Like the scroll corner because like of that 1 times 460 equals this. No. Well, I can't really read this text, but
Oh, now you have to zoom in then. No problemo. Problemo. Zoom in. Here you go. Can you see now?
yeah.
Great.
Yeah, okay, that's a minus sign. So 1 times 480 minus distance travel will make it scroll behind the parrot.
Yeah. So really, if you look at it, the reason we have 1 times 480 is because there's actually 3 positions of 480 on our entire grid. We have cave 1, which is at 480, cave 2, which is at 2 times 480, and cave 3, which is at 3 times 480. Because, like I said, we have 3 X positions, 480, whatever 480 times 2 is, and whatever 480 times 3 is. Because if you look at it, let me get the blue color now. Our thing's actually layered like this. Like this is our first cave, this is our second cave. And in our second cave, we have text of X is equal to 960, right? Because each cave takes up 480 along the vertical axis. It takes up 480 width. Each cave has a width of 480. And yeah, you'll be able to see that. Basically what we say is, as our distance traveled becomes more, our cave is going to move backwards. We're going to take our distance, its current X position, and change that and subtract that. And it's actually going to move backwards. So really, our parrot is staying in the same place. 0, 0, right over here. It's always going to be here. It's our cave that is moving. Do you guys get that? Our parrot's not moving at all. Our parrot's just flapping its wings. Our caves are just scrolling by taking the distance traveled of the parrot, which is going to be equal to its movement, and subtracting that from its current position. Yeah, that's really all it is. So who else wants to explain that, the entire thing? Who have I not called on? Okay, how about you, Amok? You can explain. Amok? Oh, he must have lagged out again.
I think he left.
Yeah, he did leave. Like, you know how he lagged out previously? That must have happened again.
Would it do the same, like, for the other cave 2s and cave 3, if we put in, like, instead of doing 1 times 480, we could also put in 2 times 480 and 3 times 480?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be doing, because it just defines different positions of the caves. Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, so Amog is back. Hello. Amog, do you want to explain what's happening? Just to like see. I just called the people randomly.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Can you hear all of us properly?
Hello?
Am I on mute or something? Hello? Let me put it in the chat. Let me ask in the chat. Oh, Anvi, D is distance. I just shortened it. D is the distance traveled. I can quickly fix that.
Oh, okay.
Amog, can you hear us? Let me put that in chat if you can. Hello, annotator. Mysterious annotator. We have no clue. Actually, I can see. Let me see who's annotating. I should be able to see who's annotating. Haha, who's annotating? Oh, show. Yes, it was Netra all along. Okay, let's hide that. We shall leave it for now. Okay. The horizontal position of the caves keeps changing as the parrot moves further. Okay, Netra, I'll explain it again as well for you. Let's just see what happened with a Moog. Okay. Technical difficulties. Okay, Netra. No, my goldfish, however. Okay, here we go. Just in case. Okay, let me explain what's happening. Basically, as the parrot moves further away, the caves become further and further behind it. And that's basically creating a scrolling backdrop. And we can't create a backdrop that scrolls because backdrops can't move. So instead we have 3 sprites, the cave 1 sprite, the cave 2 sprite, and the cave 3 sprite. Let's look at our red cave 1 sprite. First, it begins at the position of x is equal to 480. X is a horizontal position that describes its position horizontally. Okay, that's really all it is. Describes like its position horizontally. As you can see in the scrolling backdrop, that position keeps changing. It becomes further and further away from the original 480 spot. And the way we do that is by saying, as the parrot's distance traveled increases, the position of the caves decreases, right? That's what we're looking to do. So we're going to say 480 is the original position of the cave. Each cave takes a 480 width. So the 480 is the original position of the cave, and distance traveled is the distance that the parrot has traveled. So based on that, the caves are actually going to take that distance and subtract it from their original position to move behind the parrot based on the parrot's movement.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, all it is. The parrot is moving more, and the caves are moving back based on how much the parrot has moved already. Let me clear my drawings. Let's see, there's smoke on that. My screen is big. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to explain the concept one more time because Rich has just come back. And basically all it is our caves start at a horizontal position of 480. Our first cave starts at 480, our second cave starts at line 60 and all of that. Oh, Mo's back. Let me wait for him as well. Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Great. So I'm just going to explain this concept one more time for Amog and Rich. Let me explain it slowly though, because I speak fast. So basically what happens is each cave starts at a position of 480 more than the previous one, because each cave has a width of 480. The first cave starts at a horizontal position of 480, the second one at 960, etc. And as our parrot moves through them, we want them to move backwards. So basically what we can do is we can track the distance the parrot has already traveled and subtract that from the cave position to get them to move backward. I'll show you the example. X is 480 over here, and over here our distance traveled is 100, so we've subtracted it and the cave has moved backward, and our parrot has gone from, let's say, right over here to over here. That's the distance our parrot has traveled, and therefore our cave has moved back in respect to the position of the parrot. That's all it is. We're going to clear all our drawings, and we're going to do the same thing for the other 2 caves. Copy paste this code or drag it twice, drag it into the other cave, cave 1, and let me zoom out a little bit, and cave 3. And in those caves, Krisha pointed it out earlier. Instead of putting 1 times 480, we're going to put 2 times 480. So if you think about it, the second cave is at a position of 960. Because, let me get my drawing out again. This is our first cave. Or let me make it red. Oops, our first cave was red. So our first cave. And this is our second cave. Each cave has a width of 480. So our first cave, let's look, this point over here would be, let's draw, this point over here would be 0, 0. This cave is a width of 480. So this point width is x as horizontal position is equal to 480. Now this cave also has a width of 480. So this x position is x is equal to 960. Because that is the addition of these two from the original 0. So 0 plus 480, 480. 480 plus 480, 960. So now we're going to say 2 times 480 minus distance traveled. Let me check the chat for any questions. Oh yeah, I'll zoom in. Let me zoom in. There we go. There we go. Does everybody kind of get that concept? Thumbs up. Awesome. And it's going to be the exact same thing for the third cave, except we put all drawings. We do 3 times 480, which Krisha explained to us earlier. Great. And the reason the y position is always 0 is because the 0 just means that it's on the ground. It's not going to be like this or something. It's like this, you know. Uh-oh. Oh, I destroyed my cave. Let me control the a little bit. Okay, it's great. Didn't destroy my cave. Let me just put on the rotation. Awesome. I'll just look here in the front there. So now if you check it out, see how these zoom? You can't actually flap the parrot right now, but see how these move? Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, you can't actually flap the parrot, it's just bare right now. We haven't really set any of the parrot conditions. But yeah, the cave moves, which is kind of what we're intending to do. The hardest part of our thing is pretty much done. And there. See that? And the level is 0, so we'll change by 7. Yeah, because that's how fast the parrot is actually going. You can see our caves have moved. Let's say just set this up. Nothing will happen. The reason we need this forever, because it basically says change distance traveled by 7 plus level. We can just say 7, because right now our level isn't really useful at all. Just 7. That's because that's the distance of our parrot. Our parrot is traveling at 7 x's per let's say, I don't know, per whatever. Per is like one stroke of movement. 7 x's. And that therefore the distance should change by 7 every like, not second, you know, every time it calculates the movement, which is like every second pretty much. Like at every moment really. So distance traveled by 7, continuous state forever to change distance traveled by 7, and allow our parrot to move through this cave. Do you guys all understand that? Understood, understood? Thumbs up. Okay, so our next step is to actually get our parrot to flap its wings, because right now it's not really doing much at all. So we're going to go back to our parrot, and we're going to write some more conditions. Forever, let's write an if condition. If touching color. If you think about it, when our parrot touches this cave walls, we want it to die, right? Because it's not supposed to touch the cave walls. It's supposed to go through the cave without touching the cave walls. Luckily for all of us, the cave walls are outlined in black. Now, what do you think we can do with that information? Ideas? Anvi, ideas?
And then it bounces.
We could say that.
No, then it starts from the beginning. Or
Yeah, our idea is that if the parrot touches the cave walls, it should go back to the beginning. So we'll
Yeah.
color all the cave walls, fortunately for us.
Wait, what?
What color are all the cave walls? The sides of the caves.
Isn't it like red, blue, and green?
Or the cave walls, like the outlines of these.
Oh, okay. They're like black.
Exactly. So we can just say,
Oh,
watching the color black, restart, pretty much.
okay.
So
Wait,
if
can you
this is-
wait, because I need to put that in my code.
Oh yeah, of course. Let me just black everywhere. Yeah, so these are fortunately black. I'll just enjoy this scrolling backdrop for a little while. If you can see, this is pretty much our backdrop that we set, this one. And these are all the x coordinates and y coordinates that are positioned. And we can use that to create some movement, which is nice. You have Gimkit after this or Kahoot. No, actually 35 minutes more since we started at 11:40. It's only 30 minutes more actually. Yeah, we'll be done with this game, but then you guys can customize and we can share. And then everyone else, the other 3 kids who broke out with Tanisha will come back. Uh-oh, chat spamming. LOL. LOL means laugh out loud. Laughing, yeah.
LOL, not lol.
I say LOL. I just think LOL instead of LOL. LOL. Okay, I'm going to move on now. We're just going to say stop all. Yeah, that just basically means if touching color black, restart. You can also just say go to XY, but I'm saying stop all because I just want the guy to stop flapping and all. Let me create our flapping motions. Yeah, stop all. And one more thing I can do is I can actually go to my parrot. See how everything just stopped right now? I have to click the flag again for it to restart. See that? Yeah, basically. What's that? One thing I can do is I can go to costumes and actually say explosion. See, look at this costume. It's an explosion costume. So we can say when parrot touches black, stop all. But before we stop all, we can say switch costume to explosion. That way, we have to say when flag clicked, switch costume to parrot A. So that way, when it hits this, it explodes. Like, you know what I mean? It's like explode. I've exploded. Yes. Okay, that was my dad. Okay. Long story. Okay. I'm sure I'm going to turn my camera off too, Dad. Quiet. That was my dad. He was just being disruptive, like always.
Break?
No, it's not a break. We're doing work.
Why the camera?
A long story.
Why the camera did not know?
I'll tell him again. See, my dad just told you guys to keep your cameras on, but clearly that did not do anything. Okay. But remember, like I told you guys, on Friday you all have to keep your cameras on. So I'm just going to wait for that day, and in anticipation. Hello, Anvi. Hello, Netra. Hello, Noah, and hello, Richa, and the rest of you guys. Just hello as well. Yes, we have such good participation right now. Only missing Christian and Moog. Okay. Great. So, what now? We are going to say one last thing. One more thing. We want to actually make it so that this guy will flap his wings. Right now, if you look at the game, it just, you can't really play it, right? Nothing happens. So we're going to put one more if condition. We're going to say, if key, using our key press commands in sensing.
Wait, I have a question. Something's not working for me.
Yeah, of course. Tell me.
Let me share my screen.
Let me stop my share.
Like, I can't even go back. It just like stays like that.
Press flag. Even pressing flag doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to set two things. If you go to your, let me see if I can. Oh, I can request remote control. Okay, I'm going to request remote control. Great. So I'm going to go to your control. I'm going to go to cave 3. So you haven't coded your caves. You coded your first cave, but you also need to code your second and third cave. So once you code those, then it'll work better for you. Let's code our second and third cave. Second cave we'll switch to, I'll go back to the cave code right after this, because some of you guys are missing that. 2 and 3, which Krisha explained why. Those are just different the starting positions of these caves. And then for our last sprite, darn, I can't go to your last sprite until I move your screen a bit. Wait, let me do that. No. So if you look now, if you press free flag, it should restart. But okay, let me stop my remote control. It's a little weird. Can you? Okay, great. I'm gonna request it again. We'll play game kids soon. Do not worry, kids. And here we go. Let's go with parent. Look at the guy's code. Let's put the front layer. Put this down to 0. Let's press the flag. It's lagging for me. Uh-oh. You just kind of messed up your positioning. Yeah, see, this is messed up positioning. Okay, I can't do anything like that right now. I should be able to say, oh, it's so laggy. Okay, I'm just gonna go through all the code again because I can't edit on the screen. It's like very laggy. Here, try again, Andy. Try to play it again. Your press flag. Netra. Soon. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You've done cave 2, you've done cave 3. Yeah, this should work, that's fine. So try your flag again. Huh. Black is right, that's right. You have to press your flag to go back and stop all. Press flag. Multiple times you pressed it. It's not working.
Yeah.
You drag your parrot back to like the start. One thing that might be helpful for you is drag out a switch costume block. Switch costume. Put it, no, don't try that. Drag out a new switch costume block, a new one. Yeah, put the other one back, yeah. No. First change distance traveled back. Your change distance traveled is like in the F. It should be in the forever, but not in the F.
For this one?
Yeah. No, not that one. The other one. No, Arti has spam. Arti, I called you Arti. Netra has spam. Oh no, I'm just going to. Okay, move your change distance travel block. Okay, with the request control again. Let me do this. We shall succeed. Everyone else, you can try to customize your sprites if you don't want to pair it and all, or do the coding if you think you know how to do it, which I'm sure a lot of you can figure out. I'm just going to say switch costume to Parito A. Let me press the flag again. Parrot should basically start moving, which is odd, why it doesn't. And we have annoyed in the house. Okay, let's check this out. Let's see. Oh, you said it's equal to distance traveled. It should be 1 times 480 minus distance traveled.
Oh, it looked like equal.
So I have to be more careful of that. That's the reason it wasn't working for you. Make sure you guys have minus distance traveled, not equal to distance traveled.
Should I do it?
Yeah, let me just do it once right here. That way you can copy it again. Here, so just copy it again, and for the other two, and just change from 1 to 2. And yeah, let me give it my remote control. Awesome. Great. Let me stretch it again. So, with this knowledge, yep, and delete that one, and now try again. Did you set, go to cave 2 again? Oh, you got to press plug again, plug now. There you go, now it should work. Right now, we still have to set the flap motions. So great. I'm going to share my screen again. And we are going to go over cave 1 code again, cave 2 code again, cave 3 code again, and then finally, Parrot. Cave 1, 1 times 480 minus distance traveled, y0. Same thing. 2 times 480 minus distance traveled, y0. 2 times 480 is just the original position of the cave minus the distance traveled of the parrot, which is changing by 7 every moment. And y should always be 0. And cave 3. 3 times 480 minus distance traveled, y0. Yep, so let's go on to parrot. And now we're going to say if key space pressed. Basically, space is going to move, what I have is space is going to move your parrot up. So I'm going to say change y by 10. Basically move my parrot up. And I'm also going to use an else. Oh, I want an else here. Yeah, I do want an else here. If then else. What if then else is? It basically says if this condition is true, do this. What's in the then? If this condition is not true, do else. So I'm going to say if key space pressed. If key space pressed, change y by 10, else I want actually my parrot to fall by, let's say this. If the key space is not pressed, if the key down arrow is pressed, let's try this. If the key down arrow is pressed, put another, so take an if then else loop, take 2 of these. In your first if then else loop, put if key space pressed, and then change y by 10. So now here's this, I want this to happen. If my key space isn't pressed, I want myself to naturally fall by, But if my key down arrow is pressed, but if I'm pushing myself down, I don't want to naturally fall, I want to be forced down. So I'm going to say another if then else in my else part of my first if then else, right over here. Do you guys see that? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. And in that one, I'm going to drag if key blank pressed, do change y by value, and then I'm going to say another change y by value. And if you look, I can say if key down arrow pressed, change y by -25. So by a lot. And if it's not pressed, and space is not pressed, in the forever, not if I'm not pressing the space key or the down. Oh, can you guys hear me? My connection is unstable. Can you guys all hear me?
You're kind of like glitchy. Like you're lagging.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? How about Krisha?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I
Okay.
can hear you, but you're
Slowly.
frozen.
It's quite different. Oh. Darn. Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to try to get unfrozen just by sitting here and waiting. Tell me if I get unfrozen.
You're like glitching. Like really bad.
I will be back. I must leave urgently.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would have happened. Not surprised. Is she here yet?
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yep. I can't hear you or see you. But I don't. Are you there?
I see her.
I see her and I can hear her.
I
Give me a few minutes to recoup.
I can see her, but I can't hear her.
can't
She's
see
not
you.
talking. Just maybe leave.
Maybe can you hear me?
No, I can't see you or hear you. Wherever you are.
Okay, bye.
No.
What about now?
Great.
Petra?
I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you and
Ah.
see you.
That is good news. Can you hear me, Netra?
No.
Can you see me?
I can hear and see you.
Let me. Shall we just assume that I was here because other people were saying they could hear me and see me? Internet connection really sucks. I'm gonna reconnect to the internet. How about now? Third time is the charm, I suppose. Darn. No face or voice. Wait, oh, my video is turned on. Okay, so next, oh wait. Okay, yeah, now the Netra is going to return in the future. Okay, so meanwhile, I'll explain this and then I'll re-explain it. Because, you know, just to get some of you guys started in our last 10 minutes before game kick. So I'm just saying if key down arrow pressed, then this guy's going to go on a very fast downhill. And wait, is everyone here? Okay, I've got everyone. And okay, Netra, now. Uh-oh. Okay. 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 So we'll work with that. You might not be able to see me, but you can hear me, and I suppose that is enough. Can you see my screen though?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, I think that's all we need to do. Don't worry too much. Yeah, it's not that bad. At least that works. Let us go back and play the game. Or with the game. Basically what this does is it says, if the key space is pressed, increase y by 10. If the key down arrow is pressed, change y by a sharp down, like a sharp negative 25. And if it's not pressed and the space key is not pressed, just have y gently fall. Let's try it out. Right now I'm pressing the space key. See? Right now I'm pressing the space key. Right? Space key. Done really bad at this, but you see. I'm pressing the space key. Darn, I suck. Space key. And see how if I let go of the space key when I do, it just gently falls? Now look, let's see what happens if I press the down key. See how I fall much faster? There. See? But you guys saw that? There.
How are you doing it so easily? I keep messing up. I keep hitting the rock.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty easy.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna retry later. So now the next thing we want to do is set our backdrop. So if you see, we have a second backdrop available, which is this one. We don't really want an XY backdrop, we like this backdrop. So just go into your backdrops and quickly change from XY grid backdrop to this backdrop. That's all you need to do. That way, you don't have to, but I feel like that looks like a better backdrop. So the next one that looks awkward is this guy isn't really flying, right? It's just kind of moving. Do you know my point? Not really flying, exactly. You know? So that's why we're going to do one more thing. If we go to our parrot, we can see that it actually has 3 costumes. An up costume and a down costume. Why we're not using that, I have no clue. Let's use it. Let's go to our code and say, if key space press, change y by 10. So at this point, the parrot's going up. So if it's going up, we want our wings to be flapped up. Like, like fly and then fall. So up. We're going to say our costume that goes up is parrot A. We're going to say if key space pressed, change y by 10 and switch costume to parrot A. And now if the key down arrow is pressed, then if the key down arrow is pressed, unless a bird is trying to go down, their wings will stay up. They'll just like fall gently, you know? So we're going to say, actually switch costume to parrot B, because if you look at it, we already start with parrot A. Let's test it out. See when we go B, and that looks kind of weird, right? Because the guy never brings his wings back up. Kind of weird, right? So this is what we're going to do to combat that weird. We're going to say, else, switch costume to parrot A. Basically, if the guy falls, we'll switch the costume to parrot A. Watch this. When the guy falls, his costume goes back up. See? The guy looks like he's flying. And now if we press the down arrow sharply, the costume stays down. We actually kind of want it to go up. So we're also going to say, if key down arrow pressed, actually we can just say else, switch costume to parrot A. Think about it. It'll fall. When key down arrow pressed, it'll also fall. Sharply though. There. No, the guy looks like he's flying, or she or they is flying. You can also switch something here if you like. I don't know. You can do what you like. Okay. Do you guys get how the costume works and how it uses the costume to make it look good and realistic? Do you guys understand that? Awesome. So the last thing I want to show you guys is how to use level to have multiple levels. If you look at the very end of our screen, we have our finish line, right? Our finish line. And this finish line is actually a pretty nice color for us. It is a bright green. We can say something like this.
It isn't working for me, the code.
Oh, okay. Why don't you share your screen?
Okay.
23 chat messages. Uh-oh.
Okay. Share. Like when I click the flag, it does nothing, and I tried like did the down arrow and stuff.
Okay.
And I did the
You said 3. You put a whole bunch of equal to signs. Yeah. Let me see if I can take control of your screen. Okay, I can request remote control.
approve. Okay.
Okay, basically. Awesome. So if you go to, I'm going to try to help with sometimes remote control doesn't work, which is weird. It's not letting me even use your screen, even though
It
I have
says,
remote control.
says you're controlling my screen.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I think I can. Darn. But I can't. Okay. I'm just gonna help you anyway. I can't come up control screen. It's so weird. Okay, so go to cave 1.
Go to where? Cave
Cave
one.
1. So you need to say not 3 is equal to 48 is equal to 0, but 1 times. Let me show everybody. So drag down, go to operators.
Hold on, let me just move. Okay, so operators.
Go to drag out the multiplying operator.
I don't.
Multiplying. Let me annotate on your screen. Multiplying. That's this one. This one. This one.
This one?
No, the one that's dividing. This is
Oh, this one is the one. The one
Yeah.
with.
and this is a minus. Drag out the minus as well.
Okay.
And now in your first spot, put 1. Type 1 here.
Okay. 1.
And then here, type 480. 480. Because 480 is the x coordinate of that, which is basically the position. And then in here, put drag this position, this to here, this big multiplying into the minus. Yeah, and now say minus distance traveled. And now take this out. And now instead of that, put this big thing with a minus into that x. And that's all you need. And now you're going to say, delete this.
Okay.
And now you're going to just copy this into cave 2 and cave 3.
Okay.
Awesome. Yes, this is fun. It's fun to try to get these games to work. And step 1.
Oh, it's not in cave 3.
There you go. And go to cave 2 now.
Oh, she had the same problem as me.
Yeah. And cave 2, you want to type instead of 1, 2. Because this is like the second x ring of 40. So this is one.
Do I type in cave 3?
Yeah, 3, exactly. And now try.
Oh, I have accidentally added this into there.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, and also, wait, change the size of the pair to 50, otherwise it's just going to fail always. Or even small. You can make it as small as you want, but don't do it 100. That's what we're doing.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
What's the flag?
Well, that's tiny. Okay.
Yeah.
Flag. It just fell.
Press space, though. You gotta press space to get up.
It's not doing anything, and my background's gone.
Yeah, the background is gonna continue. It's supposed to continue like that.
I don't see anything. I only see a white screen.
You need to press space to get it to go up. Because we already have its key space pressed, then change y by 10.
It's not working for me.
That's really odd. Here. That's the exact code. You should
Well, I
definitely
have everything. I have the if key space press, then change y by 10.
Yeah, even without the else, that should work.
What?
Let me request remote control.
Okay. Yeah, when I click, wait, I have to go to system preferences to let you control your screen. Why is it says I have to allow the F flow to control your server. Wait, how do it's not letting me do anything.
Click the lock.
Click the lock.
Oh, okay. I have my mom's password. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, don't worry. So then I can't do much, but okay. And then give it remote control. Okay, so let's see how to fix this. Drag out the if key down arrow. First take this out. Drag out this.
Take off this.
Yeah, drag that out. And what I want you to do is put just the if key space press back in. Just put this one back in right here. Right there. Right under. Yeah. And now, yeah, your key space is pressed. Press flag again. Oh, don't say this. Instead, put X0, 0. X0, Y0. See this? Right here. 0, 0.
What do I put in here?
0 and 0.
Okay. Oh, I put it like that because it was on the line.
Oh, 0 and 0 just is like the original position where it should start. Yes,
Okay.
now try pressing space.
What?
Try pressing the flag.
Okay.
And now press space.
Wait.
Space. Backdrop should change as well.
But I just see here I have to drag it.
Mhm.
No, wait, that's the finish line. Oh, what did I do?
Don't worry, however you drag it, it should be the exact same. Because of the positions we set.
So how do I? So do I just?
Yeah, press the flag to start it.
Yeah, but I only just move it. So how do I move? Do I put this in now?
Don't put there yet. We only need the space. Press space to move it up. Try that. Just press space.
Okay, yeah, it's working.
Okay. So now press flag, and now press flag. It should also move. The backdrop should move as well.
I clicked the flag. It's not working.
Okay, we're gonna check your backdrops again. Go back to cave 1. That works. Go to cave 2. Awesome. Go to cave 3. That is good as well. Now go to your parrot. Set distance travel to 0. Oh, go back to cave 1? Yeah, I think you have 2 different variables. Go down to your variables.
Variables. Yeah.
You have 2. You have distance traveled and distance traveled. You're using 2 different ones. Do you see that? Delete one of them. Delete the lowercase one.
The lowercase one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. How do you delete it?
Just right click.
Wait, I have to right click to it. Okay.
Yeah, delete the distance traveled. Yeah,
Okay.
delete that one. And now,
So now I just
Now-
delete everything.
drag out a set distance traveled block and put it there, exactly. And now say change distance traveled by 7. In your very first thing in your forever. No, just in your forever.
Wait, let me.
First thing in your forever.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. There you go. Very first. No, not in your if, in your forever.
Let me just.
Keep the stop all. Oh,
Yeah, I was just trying.
No, like right over here. Before your if.
Is there?
No. Put distance traveled before your if.
Before.
Your if condition.
I can't hear you. What were you saying?
Oh, put the distance traveled before your if condition.
Oh. Okay, yeah. There?
Yep, and now put those 2 blocks back into your if touching color. Great, and now you should see it should work. So now let me clear and you try to press the flag.
So.
Okay. Yeah, so you see if you have, we'll set the other down stuff too. If you have 2 different, you said change distance traveled by 1. Set it to 7. 1's really small.
Where?
Right here, 7.
Oh, okay.
But now it should go faster.
And then what about this?
Okay, what you want to do is you want to, instead of if key space pressed, you want to drag out an if else. No, not there. Go to events, go to control. Don't put that back, go to control. Drag out an if then else.
Ria?
Yeah? DMK, I know, right after.
One of the caves got deleted.
Control Z. If it's not saved yet, exit out and retry. If it's not saved yet.
Oh, I tried that, but it's not showing up.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll help you tomorrow. We have to do our game kit today. I'll help you tomorrow. So we'll finish up this game tomorrow. So, what you want to do, I'm just going to finish helping Krisha quickly, is move your if key space pressed, move that to in there. Yeah, and move change y to 10 to in there. And now delete this one. Delete this if one.
Okay.
And now next, put this entire if else into the else part. This goes into the else.
Okay.
Yeah, you could in the cave. Okay. Now put that all back and yeah, you should be great. The one last thing I want to do is quickly change the costumes. If you'd like to make it look more realistic. No, keep that costume. Drag out 2 more switch costume blocks.
Drag up what?
Go to looks
Okay.
and drag out switch costume blocks. 2 of them.
Switch costume 2 or just switch
Switch
costume?
costume 2.
Okay, switch costume and switch costume.
Yeah. So put your first one. Let me put the arrow right over, let's say, right over here. And here you want to say switch costume to pair B. And then put your second one over, right over here in your else. The first thing in your else. Right over here in your else. Yep. And switch costume to pair A.
Okay.
And now if you try it,
It just
you
fell.
gotta press space to play though.
Oh. So
You're moving too fast. But yeah, you gotta like hold. You can hold the space key down. So hold it down. Here. So stop your share, and you're pretty much good. Good to go now.
okay.
And
Wait, how do you slow down again? I forgot how to do
so
that.
you can just say change distance traveled by like 5 instead of 7, because that's how fast you're going.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So everyone who needs help, I will help you all tomorrow. Tanish should be coming back in like a minute, and then we will play our Gim Kit. And for right now, until Tanish comes back, I will just do some playing up the game that we built. As such. Okay. As you can see, I'm not that bad. I've been playing this for like ages, but I'm not very good either. Oh, hello. Tanish came back. How was it, Tanish?
We just finished the launcher game. They all added sounds and customization, so they're all good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I saved my.
Are you? Did you make this new game or are you demoing it?
Oh, we made it.
All
We
right.
have extra time.
Nice. All right. You want to play the game? You want to play the Gim Kit?
Yeah, Gim Kit.
All right.
Gim Kit.
Well, the first saying no, so whatever.
All right, let's
Gim
go.
Kit.
Let's get popping.
Gim Kit. Gim Kit.
Does Krisha? Do you not like the Gim Kit still?
She's mad ever since she lost.
Okay.
I can move.
Oh yeah, I was like 10. Do you see all the windows I've opened? Do you guys see
Yeah,
that?
you have way too many.
Oh my god, this is why the computer is lagging. But we'll work on that later. Okay, wait, I have to go to gimkit.com/home. And mom has to stop recording me. Let me show a creepy mother of the child. Okay, no. Seriously, she has to stop recording me. Okay, now she's. What? What? I need to get a better camera. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna go to search for kits because you know why not? Gim Kit. I haven't made enough. We're just gonna go to scratch and just get some nice Gim Kit, scratch Gim Kit things.
Wonderful.
We did this one yesterday. We're not doing this one. We gotta play this one. Let's
All
do
right.
this one.
Yep.
Let's do this one. Awesome. 27 question. Let's go play, and I will share my. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should you? No, we have too many kids.
No, I'm not playing.
Not play.
I'm not playing.
Me neither. We'll just moderate or whatever. 100,000, 10 minutes. We have actually 13 minutes.
Make it 13.
15.
All right.
You can get a lot of money if you. What are you going to do?
Buy power up.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I better do a bunch of power-ups, okay?
Yes.
Wait,
Better.
I
can
agree.
we still do the prize if you get 50 billion in front of the
Yeah,
If you
that's-
win 50 billion more than the previous player, then you will be able to become the host for the next session.
Yeah, I'll make you the host.
Okay.
Okay. Let's
So
go.
we join and we get to be the host?
Yeah.
Everyone,
You
go
have to have $50 billion more, though.
Okay, I got that. I got that. Oh my money.
Okay.
Okay, I'll turn on low music because you know
hmm
that's fair.
That music is so loud.
I know. That's why I'm making it low. We have
Wonderful.
9 players.
You should have like.
I don't
Me
like.
too. Oh, you don't want to play? You sure?
8 players. Where's our
Okay.
9th person? We only have 11 people, and we also have admin. Where are all of our people? We only have 8 people. Who are we missing?
Admin.
We're actually missing a Moog.
Who's admin?
That's like the general account. It's like a picture taking account.
Who's that bot?
We're actually missing a Moog.
Hmm?
We're missing a Moog.
He joined for sure.
Yeah, I know. He was definitely here. Huh.
For some reason, it's not letting me in because of my Wi-Fi.
Oh. A Moog was also lagging a lot earlier.
I'll ask him where he was in the web development class. Yeah, afternoon.
Okay.
Wait.
He was here a short while ago, so he must have just lagged out now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's NetBot?
Yeah, who's
Me.
Netra. Yes,
I
Netra.
was a robot for like my sixth. I was a robot for my 6th birthday, and my mom painted that on me.
Yeah. That's fun. Okay, we only have a few people. Mitchell, Tanya. We have Tanya, yes. Mitchell, Anvi, Vihan, Krisha. Wait, Krisha's not joining. Are you, Krisha?
I doubt it.
Richa, we should have 7 people now. Come on. Oh, Richa also joined. We need.
If we
Mitchell, are
don't,
you gonna
if we
join?
don't, Mitchell doesn't want to play. I'll join if we don't get enough kids.
Me too. I'd love to be bad. Okay.
Anvi can't join because of her Wi-Fi network.
Anvi, can you join now? Anvi, are you able to join? No? Maybe try like reloading your network. We have Vihan.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I can join because we don't have enough people.
No, you're too good, Ria. No.
I won't play well.
That hurt like for so long.
I'll be bad. Tanish, if I get 50 million more, will you let me become host?
No, you have to get 100 billion more.
No. I do?
Yeah, because
Oh,
you were
become
literally
host?
last time you were literally like 9 billion more without even trying. You'll easily get 50 billion. I'm not making you the host.
Okay. Can I be the host for one session? I'm literally your sister. Come on.
Well,
Oh, Auntie came. Let's join.
All right, wonderful.
Okay. I'll join as Rhea, but I'll be really bad. Or Tanish, do you want to join instead of me because you're not as good? Sorry, that was mean.
Ria's making fun of me again.
I'm sorry. Okay, Tanish, join.
I'm joining.
Yay.
Last time I was literally in the lead with like 5 seconds left, and then somehow I got booted down to 3rd.
Tanish,
Last
join.
time I was in first place, then when there was 2 minutes left.
Hoino.
I
I've
did.
changed my mind. I want to play.
Hoin.
Mitchell's
Yeah.
playing too.
Oh, darn. Mitchell, you can join late.
Mitchell, you
Mitchell,
can still
join
join.
late. You can join late. So just join. The code is, I'll put it in the chat. Everyone, code 24857. Here, I think Mitchell joined. Yeah, we have 8 people. Mitchell joined, right?
Mitchell. Yeah, he's entering his name.
Yeah.
What's the code?
It's 2,
Okay, this is
4, 8, 5, 7.
2, 8, 4. What?
2, 4, 8.
24857. I put it into the chat.
8.
Yeah, enter your name and then you can play. I can go make this fish.
I have 4th.
They're not allowing me to
Mitchell
enter.
joined.
Vihan, aren't you? You're in right now.
I am, but I'm trying to press the answer and they're not putting it on.
What are you? Hmm. Is it still not working?
It's still not working.
Let me think. You want to try refreshing?
Then my progress won't be saved.
Did you answer any questions right anyways?
I've answered most of mine correct.
Most of yours correct. Alright. Thinking. Let's see here. What should we do?
In 3rd place? Wow.
I'm coming for you, Mitchell, okay? Gotta figure this out. Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's made the sprites. Point.
No.
Oh, it's working now.
Okay, good.
You said you would help me. That's not nice.
Oh, I'm in 3rd place. Okay.
You're earning money. Good job, guys.
At this point, I'm just doing random answers.
Wait, why?
I'm doing random answers too.
You just gotta look at them. You just look at them and you can figure it out.
I don't even know anything.
Yes, I random answered and I know
Anything
that.
about this.
Oh, boys, I'm in 1st place. Let's go.
Wait, you're that bot?
You are.
I'm 1st place. I'm telling you.
I should have blurred you.
I don't know anything. Mitchell, stop. What is debugging? You have to help me. You said you would help me.
3rd place, come on.
Oh my God, why are you out here linking with me? That's toxic.
People left.
Who left?
I don't know.
I blurred someone. I don't know who I blurred, but I blurred someone.
I got linked with. Wait until.
Where am I on the board?
I have no clue.
You lost to Noah.
What? I got 2 wrong? Maybe he had to
Who
go
left?
because of the end of the class.
It is end of the class. That's fair.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Alright, 12K. Oh, Richa. Okay. This is right.
Still have 10 minutes of game time left.
Yeah. Wait.
At this point, I don't really know what to do because I don't know any of these.
I think that if you look at them, some of them are pretty common sense, Mitchell. I take a lot of time to read the answers over.
Then how are you in 1st place?
Cause I make $12,000 a question.
Jeez.
Wait,
By this point, we're making 120,000, guys.
what's their name?
I'm not telling you my name. I should have given a way better name. Cause I'm a complete clown.
Can
I had to buy a power up for 75,000. Okay.
Okay,
Oh, 24. I'm making bank.
I want to know your name so I can blur you.
Yes. What is it?
Controls tab.
Oh my gosh.
Darn, Anvi left too.
It's her network. The networks
Yeah.
are so bad right
She's
now.
also playing on a phone.
A phone? Can't do anything on a phone.
Anvi, I'll put the code in the chat if you want to rejoin. Bye, Vihan.
Hi, Vihan. Go work today on the launcher game. How give me that first place. Let's go.
So that's your name.
I gave myself away. It was pretty common. It was pretty common sense. I literally named my.
Ooh, you
Are
got
you
blurred.
kidding me? I got blurred. This is actually toxic out here, bro. I'm getting raided. You can't all just gang up on me. Gang up on NetBot or something.
Last time they ganged up on me.
Yeah, and you still won by so much. Okay, now I can play.
Well, you're the best, so why not?
Oi,
yeah, Tanish. Yeah, why not?
oi, stop it, okay? I'm here to take dubs. I don't like to
Let me
lose.
buy some more power-ups. Let's spend my
I fell out of money. Let me buy Shaw.
Oh, that really you're winning.
Yeah,
What does it mean by blurring and icing phone?
that basically is like you can just like force they can't
I'm
move.
earning. I'm using a lot of power-ups.
Oh my god, this music is great. Congratulations. Thank you, Kanye, for dreaming these things. This music is great.
I lost $40,000 for that question. Rotate. Three. Oh my god, I'm actually so bad at this.
I'm actually doing pretty good for just looking things.
It's a costume is a costume.
Motions tab. Sounds tab. Looks tab. How is NetBot? Okay, give me that. Controls.
Yes, I am. It literally said.
Has linked with me. Kidding me? Wait until. I got that wrong. I hope you lost money for that. Glide.
You don't know that for sure.
Okay. Point in the direction.
No, I'm not muted, right?
Thanks for linking.
No.
Matter.
Are you kidding me? My balance got subtracted by 20%. Oh. Okay, I see how it is. I forgot. Forever.
I have what?
I'm
Because
still
you're
in the
winning
lead.
without getting your money.
Rotate. Degrees.
Ria, can you take away people's money?
Yeah, I just haven't
Krisha?
that's
Can you take away people's money?
yeah.
Yes,
You're
you can subtract
you're
people.
giving me so much money. Okay, can you do that to Tanish?
No. Okay, fine. I'm gonna roast.
Get a deflector.
Please do it, Ria.
I can't, I'm not playing. But Tanish can get a deflector.
I can get whatever I want right now.
But you're hosting the game, right?
Oh, they use it.
I can just
Fine.
subtract people's money.
I'm in a
They have to like buy power. Wait!
I got completely destroyed. I gotta forget how to
I
use
can decrease your balance by 10%!
No,
As
stop
a
it.
host.
Do it,
Oh my god, I can
I
do that!
subtracted, switch the
I'm doing
costume.
it.
No, you can't do that to me.
I decreased your balance by 10% as host.
Ria, I literally got attacked. I lost $300,000.
I can even ice you as the host.
Stop.
Yeah, but
Stop.
you're
You're so
gonna-
toxic.
I won't.
So
But you're
toxic.
gonna balance. I
Way
increased it.
less from me.
Wait a minute, how do you
I'm gonna
increase
make
balance?
bank.
Okay, I'm the host. I can do as much as I want.
how do you take away someone's money and get
I'm going to increase
You have to
everyone's
buy
balance.
power ups.
Why
You have to
not?
buy power ups. No, you can't. I've been working hard for the money.
I'm increasing
I got
everyone's
ice.
balance.
I
Why not?
Kidding me?
and I don't like the game.
I'm
What?
increasing
Take away
everyone's
a
balance, not
one
just Tanish's.
Keep on pressing it. Keep on pressing it. For Tanish.
No, stop.
Like,
It's so everyone poor, bro. I have $1.5 million.
Guys, I'm increasing everyone's balance because I'm the host.
Oh, you should take away more from Tanish.
Motion.
Why?
I'm not gonna take away people's balance. That's cruel. I'm gonna
Yeah.
increase it. That way they get
Look
more
at
money.
that. That's what I'm talking about. You can link it to me all you want. I'm way richer than every single person, which is 1.6 million. Oh, fridge.
Well, how about NetBot?
Rhea, stop increasing her money. You keep now. She's ahead of me. Rhea, you spam her balance.
Sorry.
Boo.
I'll give you an
Oh,
increase
no,
too. Don't worry.
fingers slipping.
Alright.
Wanna play?
Wait, who's
I'll
NetBot
give you
now?
an increase. There you go.
Rhea, you're
I'll give NetBot an
spamming
increase.
people. You can't spam people's balance if they're not answering any questions.
Why?
Who's NetBot?
Because that's cheating. I'm grinding out here for my
I'm
questions.
NetBot.
Who?
I'm NetBot.
Rhea, stop spamming people's balance.
No, I love to.
Rhea, stop, for real.
Okay.
Don't listen to your brother.
Okay, whoever works hardest will get increased.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
That's-
No.
how? Okay, I'm making. So I need to make
I'll
some more
increase
money.
Connie
I'm
and,
losing.
and
500,000. When did I
Oh,
get?
thank you. I have so much money
I
now.
can even
Okay.
ice people. Like,
Now I can
So
I
much
can
fun.
get a lot of stuff. Which should I get?
I'll ice this player.
Powers
I'm
of
not playing at all.
Okay.
Ice.
Glide.
Mega
Like,
Block,
72.
okay.
Tractor, deflector, blur. That's 100,000. I think I'll do. Wait, how am I getting?
3 and 2.
You just.
I've been iced twice. I've been linked with like 5 million times. I'm still gonna win, okay?
Whoa. Wait, I need to.
Welcome.
In it to win it. In it to win it.
Darn.
It sent me out of the game because it said I was answering too fast.
I'm on second place because I iced.
Oh crap, I'm losing, okay. Costume. Rhea, stop increasing people's balance.
Okay, I need
Sorry, I'm done
Oh
now.
my god, thank
Keep
you.
increasing
You can
balance.
increase everybody's balance except
Okay,
for
I'm
mine.
done. I'm done. No more increasing. I'll just ice people.
I have a lot of money.
Okay, I'm gonna
I didn't even get the code.
to freeze.
I get the code again.
Oh darn, I lost all of it.
Can I see who has how much money NetBot has? Wait, Rhea, let me, here. Can I see how much money NetBot has, please?
I have 4,765,920.
Each. I'm not gonna decrease her for you.
How
or
much does
increase you.
you
Yeah.
spammed her increase, bro? I'm telling you. Okay, I gotta get this.
I'll increase you once. But then I'm not increasing you again.
Hey,
Uh,
keep
I have a
Yeah, I
minute.
increased you.
Size.
increase us.
Glide.
I can't.
I put a
I
5
think it's
million.
power-ups.
Oh yeah, the butt.
A lot of power-ups.
I'm in third place. Doing good for guessing.
Ooh, I have 1 million. Let me. I want. Wait, what place am I?
I have 6 million.
How do I keep on? How am I still? Oh my god, I'm gonna.
I don't know how much I have. I just need to buy some more
Yeah,
power
you
ups.
increased me. Thank you.
I'll
Wait
increase.
until.
Wait, why
Rhea,
did I?
stop increasing people's balance.
I'm done. I'm
For the
done.
love of God. You increase everybody's balance except for mine.
Yeah, because you have a lot.
I'll be
No,
nice.
I'm in second
Bought a
place.
gift.
Yeah, but
I'll be nice. I bought a gift. I'll
Okay,
I'll give it to NetBot.
Peace.
I've
but-
not increased you or NetBot for
Hey,
a while.
give someone a gift.
Yeah, but you increase NetBots all the time
I
before.
put us 2 million more, and I actually increased you way more than
You
NetBot.
just,
That's
no,
cap.
you literally just give
That
me
is
an
not
increase by
cap.
25%.
I thought cap on
She
you.
Yeah, I
increased.
know.
Rhea,
Did-
you spammed everybody's balance except for mine when I was winning.
Motion
Oh,
tag.
come on, I'll spam yours twice.
No, spamming twice doesn't do anything.
It does actually. Just gave you 2 million, Niche.
You gave me one. You gave me 600,000.
I got.
Yes, NetBot deserved this.
No!
Tomorrow you can increase the balance, okay?
I got
No
one.
increasing the
Spam
balance
your
for.
balance.
No, don't increase the balance for anybody. You don't know how much you increase it by.
Increase.
No, don't
Basically,
increase
when you
it.
have more money, your balance increases by more. That's all.
Like a
So
million.
don't increase anybody's balance.
I only increased yours in the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, but before that, you increased
Before
everybody
that, I
else's a
increased
crap
everyone's
ton.
equally. No, I
No.
increased 1, 1, 1, 1.
Bro, you increased everybody. You increased mine like twice. Okay, tomorrow just don't increase the balance.
No.
That's fair. That's
Because
fair.
I wanted to play.
That's real. It's fair.
I'll just decrease the value.
No, don't increase. Don't edit the balances as the host. Bye,
Fine,
Vihan.
then I'll just ice all of you.
No, just don't increase the balance.
No.
If you just follow everybody's money as the host, that's the fairest game.
So netball.
Oh,
Not
fine.
increasing people's balance by Netra.
I
By
increased you
no
way more
DB.
than Netbot.
Balance.
There's no way to verify that.
I promise you.
There's no way to verify it. No way to verify it.
Probably
I
just.
created
I increased you way more than Netbot.
had
I
like
have to go.
2 questions in it. And
Can we play one more game?
Do you guys want to play Gym Kit or like do something that's during the lunch period thing?
What do you
No
say?
origami, no chess competition, no video game competition, no Rubik's Cube solving.
Can we
I
play
doubt-
Origami.
Game
Who
Kit?
said origami? Who said
Game
origami?
Kit.
I said origami. Origami.
I
will-
can teach you origami.
I-
Please, one of us Gym Kit, then will I teach origami?
we just-
Game Kit.
116 out of 129.
Please.
I need to take
What happened?
Why am I always getting? I'm annoyed. I always get first or third. I'm annoyed.
Do you guys want to do Gym Kit?
Yeah.
Game Kit.
Okay, so are you gonna play Gym Kit?
No. Anything.
Game Kit is
Gimkit? Now that Gimkit has like 5 players.
Well, if
Christian's
you're
not
playing,
gonna play.
if you're playing at 6, or why don't we just all play? So you
One,
guys
two,
have to be fair.
Yeah,
Actually,
you
no.
can't increase the balance.
No, you have to
won't.
balance.
You can't.
promise
If you
I
don't touch the balance.
I won't.
You have to increase the balance.
No.
You won't play.
But you don't know. Since everybody's balance is different, even if you type them all at the same time, you're gonna increase some people's more and some people's less.
Yeah, I know, increase every people by 10%, but yours is
Yeah.
always more than Netbot's when I increase yours.
That's
Ow.
cap.
I can't
Okay.
believe I keep
Wait, can we start with each like 2,000?
let us have 900 and
Oh,
900.
Not 100,000 more. You want to start with less money?
No.
We want them with more money.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, can you start with us with more?
Do you want to play a different game kit? Is everyone going to play except for Krisha?
and you? I'm not playing this time. I get too fired up.
I'm eating, so I can't really play. It's pizza. It's messy.
Mitchell, can you play?
sure.
I'll play. I'm playing.
Mitchell, Richa, Netra, and me. That's not enough people.
Could we choose like a different topic this time?
Yeah, can it not be Harry Potter? Because I'm not I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
I
watched You play too.
Harry Potter's not.
I get really mad. I'm very competitive for some reason.
So we only have 4 players.
Bridge. Okay, I'll play. Fine.
Okay. What do you want a game kit to be about?
Anything. Plants.
Wait, can you share
No.
so we can see what the
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
What's our game kit be about?
Plants.
Pokemon.
we all know plants.
Let's go with
No,
plants.
I don't like Pokemon.
No clips.
No, it's gonna be boring. What's
Nobody
the
knows
acronym?
anything about plants. I just said it randomly.
I thought they would be
What is it called? Okay, do you want to do this?
No.
no, that's way too hard.
No, no plans.
What do we want to do to be about?
Plants is too hard.
Yeah,
That's
let's do that. Wait, why don't we do dogs?
No.
No.
We can do
Pokemon.
like what type of
No.
dog? Let's not do that.
Do Pokemon.
Star Wars.
I'm okay with Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about Star Wars, but I guess we can do Star Wars.
I've watched the movies and stuff, but I'm not.
I watched all the movies except for Solo.
I have no clue who this is.
Yes. Clone Wars. Clone Wars is the
What
best.
is this who this? So let's not choose this one.
This.
Let's
Who
choose.
this is a good.
Yeah.
Don't do Star Wars: The Clone Wars though.
Clone Wars is the best.
I don't even remember anything.
Here. Great.
Do something else.
Shall we play?
Do these.
I didn't know that anything.
Let's
So I'm
play
gonna
this.
okay.
Let's play this. I want to play this. Can we play this?
Yeah.
I think I'm getting everyone, so maybe.
What the heck was that?
Okay. This is Star Wars. Let's play.
Okay, I'm gonna fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, please to how much we're doing.
Let it be 15 minutes and we'll say $200,000.
No, 3 million.
No, 2 million.
300,000.
3 million. Okay, fine. That's fine.
$300,000.
That's a lot.
Let us
I
continue.
can buy like every power up, and I can just
Let's
use.
do this, guys. Let's do this. I'm playing too because this is a really fun game.
Oh
Let's
no.
Are you playing?
06.
2406.
I'm gonna name mine Richie Rich. I'm gonna name myself Richie Rich.
Why?
I'm name myself Richie Rich.
Why Richie? Why?
Your mom? Someone put your mom.
Oh my goodness. What?
Are we done? Everyone here?
Who is your
Yeah.
mom?
No, I'm not in yet.
Okay.
Wait, who is your mom?
What?
Me.
Your mom?
Me?
Yeah, who
Your
is
mom.
your mom?
Okay, it's telling
I
me
know.
get ready, answer questions to earn cash.
Yeah, exactly. You're in. You're in.
While we're waiting, we can draw. Cool, right?
Yeah, you're in. So we're all done. Wait, right? Everyone joined? Yeah, everyone joined.
Yeah.
Even Krisha joined. Wow. Start.
No, I'm a Zerk. His Zerk.
Richie,
Okay,
Richie.
whatever. Let's start.
I don't know
What?
who this is.
Han Solo.
Oh, I just
I got
I know.
one.
Alder. I don't know who the heck is Alderaan.
I don't even know what this is.
New lightsaber. Okay, continue. Death Star.
I haven't gotten any wrong yet.
Rebels. Rebel. Okay, I need to. Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi. Is this a person? Oh yay! R2D2. I know this person.
I'm on R2 right now.
Aw. The Emperilio. Is he on place 7? I'm on 3rd place. Okay, I need to go.
Dang it! Why did I get that one wrong? That was like so easy.
Okay,
Alright, I
That's a play. I'm getting so much money. Okay, I need to go there.
What?
I only got one wrong.
I'm just making myself go down. I'm second place. Oh, I'm in 2nd place. Questions. Okay, the Imperial Force, the Empire.
E3PO, okay. I enjoyed.
The spaceship man's. Okay. Yes, Jedi.
Why did I get that one wrong?
Who's a Jedi?
I got 2 wrong, which is very dumb of me because I'm a Star Wars fan, and I watch all the movies, literally like almost all of the movies. So I should know all this stuff.
I don't know what
I know what the Death Star. Of course, I know the
Oh,
desk.
I'm in fourth place.
This is Leia.
I don't even know what anyone.
Nice.
Mm.
Millennium Falcon. Who's that? Of course. Okay. Oh, I love Chewbacca. Force.
Who's in the lead right now?
That was very.
I was NetBot in the lead. Why is NetBot in the lead? I should be in the lead.
Mitchell's in the lead.
Oh yay. Okay. Yeah, I should be in the lead because I'm literally like a Star Wars fan.
Who sees?
Okay, everyone should know who Luke Skywalker is.
Luke Skywalker.
I think we've gone through all the questions. They're just restarting again.
Who's Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi?
What do
You don't know who that is?
Kenobi?
Obi-Wan Kenobi, let's go.
Like the most,
Why?
one of the most.
Everyone should know what Obi-Wan Kenobi is. Come on.
I watched the movie.
I think.
And you don't know who Obi-Wan Kenobi is.
Literally the
Obi-Wan Kenobi is such an important character.
I don't even know who the person is. Chewbacca.
Am I in the lead? Oh, come on.
Finally got it.
Let's see which. The dance.
Ria, you should give a lot of money to everyone.
People.
Should not.
Dang it.
No, wait, why would she give money to people?
Got that wrong.
Oh, I just looked at the
Real forces.
Wait, what? I'm in fourth place? What the heck, me?
Jedi Knights.
Oh my gosh.
How am I should be on.
Oh my goodness. How is everyone beating me?
I wish I could do that.
My gosh.
Sorry, person.
Enemies. That's why it's
Why am I getting all these answers?
How NetBot is actually so good at GimKits. Holy cow, bro. C3PO. Droid.
300.
I watched Star Wars.
I'm in third. How did I get down to fourth?
You really have
How
to
I-
link with me.
Okay.
I have to wait now for the link.
Jedi Knights. Jedi. The stars.
Why did you have to link with me?
Droid.
That's all the money I'm getting. Oh, whatever. No, it's
Shaw.
not good at all.
I can't buy that.
No.
I'm getting all these. Oh, I have 4 million.
I'm in
4 million. Of course.
I'm in
How I just increased?
No.
Oh.
That can't be true. No, that actually can't be true.
Oh no. It's true.
Oh my.
Darth Vader.
Why not? Why not?
Jedi Knights.
My.
Courage Hero. And fucking is that shit. Chewbacca. Who is he? He's the creature who helped.
I'm still in 5th place. Wow.
Dark Side. On the other side of the forest. I'm in third, okay. Getting up there.
Yay! Who did that? Oh my! I don't.
Imperial forces. Everyone,
Reduce my.
the stormtroopers.
Can you be quiet?
Thank you for increasing us.
I just want to leave. I want to leave.
Wait for a second.
Oh, darn it. Over there.
Why am I not winning?
It's so hard to win these.
I know.
No, I'm literally like the best at Star Wars, and I'm in 5th place right now. Everyone is beating.
Bro, I have like $4 million. How am I in fourth? I'm so bad at these.
Wait,
Oh,
How much?
Your mom?
wait, what? You're your mom?
Yeah.
Your mom.
Hey, why'd you name yourself your mom?
Why would I not name myself your mom?
I don't know because you're
Not
not.
your name, and you're not a mom.
It's a joke. Don't worry. Oh, okay, I'm making bank now. Now we're talking.
Who is Obi-Wan Kenobi? I don't know.
Do you still not know?
I don't know.
I thought we just told you who he was.
I swear to God, we just said it. Now, how much does R the winner have? We gotta see.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is Anakin's and Luke's teacher.
I really need more money.
175 million.
That's
What?
me.
How would you have
I
that
really
much money?
need more money right now.
It's Star Wars.
No, but this is Star Wars.
And he serves on the Jedi Council.
I thought I was fresh with mine.
No.
That's what I'm getting 200 million per question. Don't link with me.
Two. Oh crap! I'm linking a 3.
No one knows how angry I am right now.
I hate this. People shouldn't link with me. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna buy a deflector right now.
No.
I quit. I quit. I quit. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit.
Wait, why is that raising?
If you want to know who Obi-Wan Kenobi is, just go to the link in this chat. In the chat.
I quit.
Ooh, I really want to get like a.
Oh my god, I'm almost at 500 billion.
500. We're at 428 million.
I literally just quit. I just quit.
Oh, I'm at 5. Oh my god, I made it past 5 billion.
No, I'm
I'm at 7.
No, we're literally at 783 million dollars.
No, I'm on 736 million.
And now we're at $1 billion. Now we're at $1 billion.
665.
So I have 5.
Congrats on it, Billy.
I just quit the game.
Seriously? I'm not even in the game.
All right, Garrick. Thank you for your comment.
I'm gonna go to power.
I barely even for 5 minutes.
That's only $1 million a question. Dang it.
Sorry.
Tatooine.
That is a lot of money, though.
No one using any power-ups.
Yay! I'm not in the game anymore.
Of course.
I'm in the last. Wonderful.
Stormtroopers.
Why did I just do that?
Of course.
Now I officially hate this game.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Jedi Knights.
Oh, it's Luke's mentor.
You
Okay.
have to have good strategy too, which is hard.
Vader. Okay. Lightsaber. Oh, right.
There to have those. Four answers.
No, I'm getting more than $1 billion per question.
Right
To me.
Yeah.
Can you
Like
increase
4.5 minutes. Okay.
Rhea, can you increase us?
If this was actual money,
That would be crazy.
Oh, bruh, I would be rich. I would be.
Level 10 on everything. Be nice.
if the top,
Hate your mom.
if they had real money and the topic was Pokemon, I would be winning.
Why are you still linking with me? I can do it again.
How what?
Can I please use this? Blur, subtract. I have buying.
What? Stormtroopers. Storm. Jedi. Right.
That's it. Just 5 million.
Why does he keep on saying our exclamation?
5 million. I'm in 4th place.
I'm in second place. Oh, okay, gotta get my stuff together.
Everyone, please increase me.
Millennium Falcon, Darth Vader, it's evil ruler. Chewbacca is the creature.
I'm gonna fail.
Yeah. Where is this stuff where I can freaking use a rebooter? Dude. Link you.
Who's Obi-Wan Kenobi? Oh, yeah.
What?
Han Solo is the pilot.
No,
Luke Skywalker is the hero. R2-D2 is the droid.
Who doesn't know who Obi-Wan is? I trust. Oh my gosh. Raise your hand if you don't know who Obi-Wan is.
Of course.
Acting as the water farmer. The rebels.
I have only
Oh, I
5.
lost. I got
Does everyone know who
Imperial. Darth Vader. He's the evil ruler of the Empire. He's a military. That's a Chewbacca, the creature. The lightsaber is the energy
Finish
swing.
talking.
Sorry, mommy.
Oh my god.
How much does Are the Winner have?
Imperial forces.
Stormtrooper.
Imperial forces. Or how did that not work? I literally linked with you, Ria. The sword.
Sorry.
Dark
It
side.
became slow for a little while.
Wait, who
Dang
is
it. Oh, Ria's so smart. When you link, you just don't answer any questions and it doesn't work, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But I answered some, of course, but I just go slower.
The dark side.
I'm
That's
I'm
green.
gonna cry.
So, Hazama is a water heart. Chewbacca is a creature. Obi-Wan. Oh, I got that wrong. Come on. Han Solo is the pilot. Lightsaber. Let me buy all. I got bonus. I have
Wait,
to.
who's are
That did nothing.
the who's
Shot.
are the winner?
Ria.
You have 32 billion?
22.
I only have 8. Come on, man.
I only have. Are you serious? I only have 6 million.
20
Hi.
seconds left?
So
Now I'm making 600 million. That was way too late.
you're making 600 million?
Yeah.
How?
Darth Vader. But everything is maxed out. Oh, I got that wrong. Dang it.
Oh, you got like
In real money, I have $100.
Rebel. Oh, Ria won. I
Perfect. It's 12:30 exactly.
Okay, get it. This I'm reading knees down. It's bad or it's
Your mom is second. Who's
Dude, she's
our
skunked.
exclamation point the winner?
How many did you guys make
Ria.
per question?
Who's our exclamation point?
Ria, I have a question. Ria, I have a question.
Yeah?
How many questions did you answer correctly? And how many did you answer wrong?
I answered 152 correctly, 9 wrong.
Oh my god. My strategy. I just had to better try. I had 168 right and 6 wrong. Okay. It's 12:30. Let me
How much
start.
money did you make per question?
600 million, but mine
Yeah,
was really
but at the
late.
end, everyone makes 600 million. I just started a lot earlier making 600 million.
Alright, let me start putting
I
the
made 1 billion.
But we made $600 million per question.
Richard Krisha, Garrett Barushi. Alright, Ria, I'm starting to assign the people into the breakout rooms.
Dottie.
Let me assign
Can I
you.
open up Hell.it?
Alright, I'm fairly certain I assigned everybody to the break. Did I not assign Ria? I assigned everybody to the breakout room. I didn't. Alright, Mitchell, the class ended. You're free to go. Good work today.
Okay.
Alright.
So should I open up
Alright,
Hell.it?
Nathra, class is over. You're free to go now. Good work today. Okay. Let's see here. Who needs to join? I sent everybody invite to the breakout room. Wait. Richa, you can go now if you want.
Wait.
I'm gonna see what the breakout room is when I want to go.
Alright, Isha right there. Alright, let's see. How many? Arjun and Krisha. Okay. So it looks like we have got every single human present. Okay. Let me just
Who's
start.
admin?
What?
Who's admin?
That's just the host account pretty much. That's one of the host accounts who all the permissions and stuff, you just go through the admin account. It's not anything.
Then why aren't you on the admin account?
Because we have 2 hosts, just in case Wi-Fi and stuff. Because Zoom is unpredictable. So it's just a
True that.
stability.
But when the host leaves, I thought another person becomes a host.
No, I think there's just no host for that time. Okay. So let's see here. Let me open all of the stuffs. Okay. So
Rappel, got it?
I already go to rappel.it, open your Flexbox REPLs. All right.
I'm gonna flex on these boys.
Okay. All right, so let me share my screen. All right.
Sure.
Chat 6 minutes.
Sanish, question. How do you put your thing to dark mode?
What?
How do you put
You
your
press
thing to
the
dark mode?
You press the settings on the left-hand side, the gear.
Yeah, the gear. So dark mode, then I have the font size, normal, incense sizes, tabs, keybinds default, soft wrap, code intelligence enabled.
Wait, I can't. Okay, settings.
These are the settings.
Oh, theme, dark. Okay, thanks.
Dark mode is way better than light mode. Light mode hurts my eyes.
Dark mode is underrated.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Garrick, it's some good stuff right there. Okay. Yes, Isha, what's your question?
So I just looked at my my REPL, my Flexbox REPL, and for the Justify Content Center, the Flexbox I made isn't in the center, so.
The Flexbox, it's set. So yesterday, before we left, we set it by default to Justify Content to center. So now everything, the Flexbox, it's all centered as best as it can be. So what exactly is your question?
Mine is, so I set mine to Flex Direction column. Flex Wrap didn't work for me, even when I made it.
So here's what happened. If your Flex Direction is a column, by default, your Flex Wrap isn't going to work. Let's say I change mine to column. Now all shows are like this because columns, they don't wrap. Columns can go on for an infinite amount of time. I gave it. Give me 1 minute. All right, so
Tanisha, you're muted.
all right. So let me just repeat what I said. So if you do columns, columns can go on for an infinite amount of time, okay? So here's the columns.
Flex Direction column.
All right. Can you just give me 1 minute? I just have to do something real quick.
Me.
Hello? What happened? Wait, what are you guys asked in the breakout room?
Yeah, I know, but
I gave you the host privileges. Are you the record privileges?
Okay, but I still can't. I still can't do it. I did try. Can you put me back?
I went into the breakout room and did
Oh,
it.
I can do it now. I can do it now.
All right.
Can I put me back in the breakout room? Because
Yes.
it just made me leave for some reason.
I signed you. All right. So, Isha, do you understand that if you have a row, the flex wrap is only. Oh, let me share my screen. So let me just say again. So the flex wrap is only gonna work if you have your flex direction set to a row, because columns can go on for infinite as long as possible, but rows can't. Rows are determined on how big your width of your your result screen is. Isha, does that make sense?
Yes, but I did exactly what you said. Mine looks exactly like yours, and it still didn't work.
All right, let me look at your Replit profile.
Oh, actually, I think it's because I didn't have like
Did you make sure?
more than.
Did you make sure you have the display as flex?
Yeah, I got it.
Does it work now?
Yeah. I forgot
Alright.
I forgot to put a semicolon on wrap, so.
Okay. So it's all good now? Okay. So is everybody all comfortable with all this material on how to set your justify content to center so the boxes all start to come in the center, wrapping it over so that they form nice evenly sized boxes that they resize. And then everybody all good with the flex direction row? I think everybody all good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go over to some more justify content properties. So what we can do, we can set justify content to flex start. And then what this will do is it just centers it just aligns everything all the way to the very starting point of our container. Instead of if we just did justify content center, we run it, it just centers this part, these 6, 7, 8, 9, it'll just center them. Here when we do flex start, what it's gonna do is just put these 6, 7, 8, 9 all the way at the starting point. Okay, we all good with this? We all good with this? Just nod your head, thumbs up, or put in the chat, something like that. All right, thumbs up, okay. So now here, flex end, we'll just do the opposite. It would just put them all to the end, like the 6, 7, 8, 9 came all the way to the end. That's all flex end does. So that's all pretty simple stuff. And
what
now,
about flex center?
Flex up. That's what you can just do. Justify content center. When you do justify content center, it just brings it centers them. So there's an equal space right here and equal space right here.
Yeah, okay. What about the top row? The
top row, this top row is already taking up the entire space of this workspace. So it's not going to change based off of these justify contents because it's already filling up the entire thing. And there's no spare space left. So it's not going to resize or change its position. It's all just going to stay the same. Okay, so we all good with the justify content? Not here. Okay, I'll sing or all good then. Okay. Justify content. Let me just do another one. We can do space around. Let me just run it. Let's see what it does. So with justify content space around, it will just evenly space everything. All of these divs right here in the first row, they'll all be evenly spaced. So this is all an even spacing. In the second row, since we only have 4 elements, the spacing is going to be greater, but it's all going to be evenly spaced. Okay, and now another one. Let's just do space between. So what space between will do is just, it will just, it's a very similar thing to what the space around will do. It would just put all the, if there, let's say there's some spare space between these divs in the second row, like there's only 4 elements, when there could be a max of 5, it will just put all the elements to the edge. It will just put the first element in the row and the second element in the row and the last element in the row to the end, to the start and end positions of the container, and it'll equally space out all of these elements in between. So here, all these elements are equally spaced out. So any questions for all of the justify content properties? No questions at all? We're all good with this? We all good with this, right?
All good.
Yeah.
All right.
All good.
Next, what we'll do is we'll learn about, so let me just do I'll just justify content, I'll just call it to the center. And now we'll do a new property called align items. So items. All right. I just do center. Let's still start with the center one. So at justify, we just delete this right here. So at justify aligns centered. Let me see if I'm using it right here. So just flex wrap.
It doesn't do anything.
The align item center, yeah. So flex wrap. Let me just change this right here to justify content center. Let's just compare. So let's just look at this justify content center, and
Tanish, it isn't working for me.
I'm testing it out just right now. Okay, Garrett. And now here we'll do the align items center, and I'll do the exact same thing. So basically, the justify content center and the align item center are basically just the exact same things. They're just different ways to align your divs right in the middle. Right, so if just to align your flexbox elements into the center of the div, into the center of the container, if there's spare space. If you notice, through all of these commands, our first row isn't changing because the first row can hold a max of 5 elements, and there are 5 elements in the first row, so it's all just going to stay evenly spaced. The positioning won't change at all. It'll only change for elements that don't have the max amount of elements needed to fully fit the row. Does that make sense? That make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's just do here. So align items is very pretty much the same thing as justify content. So we're just going to we'll just skip that one. And now the next command we're going to cover is align. Let's see here. Align content. Let's check this one out. With space between. I run it. And justify content space between is the same. Justify content, align center, and align content are all extremely similar layout commands. So these basically, justify content, and align center will pretty much all just do the same thing. So now here is just, let me just go here, next page. So let's say we want to just look here. Let's say we set our flex shrink to 0. I run our program. Let me just see what happens right here. Okay. So the flex. So there's a property called flex shrink, which will basically just specifies how much an item of the flex that's a flexbox element will shrink in a relative to all of the other elements. So let's just test it out here. We do 1. Oh, actually, so what we have to do here for the flex shrink it has to happen for one of these divs specifically. The flex shrink property will only apply to one of the divs. So let me just, so what we can do here to test it out, just do here div1, which we'll give it an ID. I just do here hashtag div1 flex shrink to 1. And let me run it. Let me just here, so the div flex shrink, we just here give up some more IDs just to test it out. Here, div-2 equals div3. And now you can just go through here. Just take here 1, 2, so let's see, change it here to 2, right to 3, 1, 2, 0.5. Okay, let me see if I'm using it incorrectly. And here, so the default value of any flex shrink is always set to 1. Let me just set it here to 0. And div, let me just look at this quickly. So just call this div here. So item 1, just call it, delete all of these. And then, okay, here's a flex container. Here, shrink, flex shrink is set to 0. So div style. Let me just see if I set it into the so there's also another thing you can do with this HTML is what you can do, you just put style in quotes, and then you can just write the style that you would like for the so you can just write CSS inside these HTML tags by just writing the style tag right here. That's always useful to know. Okay, let me just see why this isn't working. Here, let's see. This is flex. Okay, so content, we just set the align and stretch. Okay, you display flex wrap. Just delete these ones right here. Okay, so now we can test it out. So I just forgot something really quick there, which is my bad. So let me just yes, Isha. Yeah, Isha.
Are we supposed to be? We're supposed to be like doing the same thing on our repls, right?
Yeah. So for that I was just testing out the flex shrink property because it wasn't working for me. So I just realized that I forgot to set one property. So we just write the code for it, and then I'm going to explain all of it exactly, and I'll answer all the questions. So let me just run it like this. Okay. So what we have to do. So in order for if you see here with this flex shrink, we can see that this first div right here, div1, which we set flex shrink to 0. So that basically means that you just retain your original size and have all these other divs will shrink in comparison. So it's just a way if you want to have one div become bigger than the other, that's what we can do. So so if you're ever using a flex shrink, you always have to set your align items property to stretch. So what the align items property to stretch, it would just basically allow you to manipulate the size of all these other Flexbox elements. So it just gives you the power to do that. Just like we have to set display flex for all of our Flexbox commands to work, we have to set align items to stretch for all of our flex shrink commands to work. Okay, so here, let me just quickly add our flex. We have our flex direction. Use our flex wrap to wrap. Run it. Let me see. So here, if we do, and also whenever you're writing a, if you're ever trying to do a flex shrink, you cannot do a flex wrap because the flex wrap will override it. Because if you notice when you do the flex wrap, it automatically sets all Flexbox elements to the same size, and it overrides our flex shrink. And then the flex shrink, we're trying to style one element a certain way and one element the other way. So if you notice here, even though I have this flex shrink property set, this flex wrap will override it and all elements are now the same size. So let me just see if I want to leave it. Let me run it. I want to leave one element bigger and all these other elements smaller, just so you can set the flex shrink to 0. And then let me just set for div3. And by default, the flex shrink property is always set to 1. So your flex shrink, let me just set this one to 0. Let's see what we get. So now here, we set it to 0. Now the first and third elements are bigger than the rest. The other ones are all resized to become smaller. So everybody understand the flux shrink? Mm-hmm. Yes, you
Can
should.
you go to the HTML again? Because I need to see that.
So here, in order for to make specific elements bigger than the rest, we can use an ID to just differentiate between both of them, between all the elements. So I just said an ID for the first one to div 1, ID for the second one to div 2, and an ID for the third one to div 3. And then in the CSS, I just called them and I just set their flux